Hello, VOD people. Welcome to the... Actually, I forgot to do the intro again. Whatever. You know what it looks like. Regular Pat. Here we go. Keyhole. It is the first stream of bracket season. Also, happy Women's History Month once again.
Power rules.
Just got done with the BBS trivia. This is our first bracket of the season. It is the, as you can see in the title, the KH Character Non-Combatant Battle Bracket. So this is kind of like a soft sequel to the bracket that Kiwi and I did back in, I want to say the spring of 21, maybe, could be 22, don't know, time is a blur. But in that battle bracket, we had characters that we've seen fight each other plenty. This time, it's going to be characters that we have never seen fight, and also nobody from the first bracket, so it's going to be a completely fresh bracket here. Very exciting stuff. Before I go over the rules, I'm going to get our guests on the line here. I said, are you guys ready? They reacted with leg emotes. So let's join them on Discord right now. What's up, guys?
Hey!
How you doing? Do you want to introduce yourself from top to bottom, I guess?
Who's top? Who's the top?
Who's top?
You guys decide that on your own.
Go ahead, Shane.
I think Cheney's more of a top.
Damn. Okay. Hi, I'm Cheney. I am working on a lot of Martial Free stuff right now.
Hell yeah.
Be excited. Please be excited.
Thank you, Shane. You know Shane. They've all been on stuff before. David?
I'm sure know all of us by now.
Hi, David. I do a lot of music around the web, and I'm currently working on the Music of Kingdom Hearts video series.
I was going to plug it if you weren't, David. Thank you. And, of course, the boy Keynote.
It's Keynote. I'm Keynote. I used to do Kingdom Hearts music stuff, and now I am currently living in a cave and drowning myself in work. But yeah, I'm here. I'm a boy.
Hell yeah. Shane, would you be able to turn up your volume a little bit or like get closer to the mic? Because I feel like
I can shout. Does this help?
that does help, I think. Did Keynote and David sound good to everybody else, or is it just Shane, or just let me know? A little. The problem
I
is
imagine you might need to turn me up a little bit because I have to whisper.
Is it quiet? Is it quiet for you, Pat?
They sound good. No, you're good for me now. Everyone's good, I think. But you know, let me know as we're going, and we'll stop down, make sure everyone's volume is good.
Yeah.
So, also, the three of you, when did the three of you most recently appear on stream? Do you know?
I just finished a quiz. I don't want another question.
2021, baby.
Yeah, I think it's been forever, honestly.
For David, I think that's true. For the other two, I called you up, and you were on the friendship tier list.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
Oh, yeah.
And let me I should have introduced them from how they placed on the tier list. So at the top was Shane, and then Keynote, who got me a call back. I really
am a top.
And then David, who got back to me like 3 hours later. But I did get a message back from everybody at least, so.
That's true.
Three friends of 3 different tiers I have on the bracket, so. Thank you guys for joining me, I appreciate it. I'm gonna assume that you all had good days and forego asking about them.
Yeah, fuck
that. Then, so you guys, you have access to the bracket, right? You're all looking at it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, sure.
You got it.
128 characters we have to go through. And here are the rules. I was kind of touching on them earlier, but the participants must never have been seen in gameplay combat. So even if it's like briefly in gameplay, we're not counting that. Participants must not have appeared in the original battle bracket. So we're getting rid of Zeus, we're getting rid of Yensid. They've also never been in combat. I mean, unless you count like Zeus throwing lightning bolts and Yensid, doing a Moses. We're not counting them, just to keep it fresh. I got rid of the gods and the ghosts. I basically fit almost every character in the series that we didn't already cover in the last bracket on this one. But I just decided to get rid of like the Olympus gods that are there for like a split second. Zero. It's hard to quantify those kinds of characters, so we cut those. And then no Cucks or Dark Road because oops, Lamau, I didn't want to do it.
What NPCs? I don't remember any.
Yeah, exactly. I don't even know who would be missing.
Sand Green 1.
No Samson, no Vanellope, we're missing out. Was HPO in the first bracket?
I don't remember.
Ooh, I think Hainer was, but Hainer's also seen in combat, so there won't be any Hainer because you can struggle fight against him in PH2.
Right. Yeah.
So no hander. I do think Pence and a letter in here. I made this like 2 or 3 weeks ago, so I don't even really know what we're gonna be seeing here. I have a list of snubs here. Yeah, so here are like the god-ish characters. No Apollo, Athena, Hermes, Joshua, Teodalma, or Zero. And then I snubbed all of these Union Cross characters, the somebody versions of other characters. Gaston, the CDA agent, the bathtub from Halloween Town. I know everyone's sad about that, but we'll have to carry on. This is a seeded bracket, so... And I tried my best on this. Basically, the 1 seeds are the people that I think are like the chalk pick, most powerful people in this group of 128. The 16s are the weakest. Everything in between there is kind of mush. Like, once you get into, like, anything from the 12 seeds up to, like, the 4 seeds, like, it can all be relatively interchangeable at that point, but that was my logic there. So, we begin with our first round, our first matchup in the round of 128.
Great start.
And I guess if the 4 of us tie, we can put it to chat, but I think Elsa pretty handily freezes the lizard.
Wait. Give us a second here.
Mm-hmm.
Can I also ask a little clarification on that?
Sure, yeah.
Are we thinking about what they can do based only on what they've done in Kingdom Hearts, or can we infer based on their original movie?
Yeah, that's a great question, Shane, because I got like a lengthy comment on the community post that advertised this bracket, talking about like some World Ends With You spoilers is all I'll say. I think it's like we can take into account what happens in the source material, but we can't just like auto assume that they'll be capable of all those things in their KH version. Like if you take like Rai or Fu, like I feel like I don't know, they're from FF8, aren't they, or FF9, one of the two?
Yeah.
Like, do they fight in that game?
I haven't played 8, so I couldn't tell you.
Have any of you?
No.
Anyone in chat? None of us have played Final Fantasy VIII. They do fight, so it's like I don't know. Do we take that into consideration because they're clearly like younger, flimsier versions of their FF8 characters?
The fun thing I think is just making the argument, and then if it makes sense, then you balance it.
Okay, sounds good.
Yeah.
That being said, and we do see Elsa.
Pascal.
Yeah.
Okay,
Let's see. We see Pascal tongue Flynn right in the ear hole. So there's that. Like he has that.
We are forgetting that Pascal canonically has a body count because he killed Gotham.
Oh.
Like he
Oh
Right.
shit! You're right.
You're right.
Yeah.
But Elsa
So,
killed the Elsa killed the
I-
Winterhorn.
Well, I feel like
Oh,
Elsa
yeah.
has like her thing is AOE, not like if Pascal is on Elsa's shoulder, Pascal wins.
I shouldn't have had
She's
David in this. I shouldn't have brought David.
No, he's so real because like
I'm
what's she
right.
gonna do if he's on it like her shoulder? Like she can't.
Okay,
freeze
but
her own
okay,
shoulder.
so her shoulders are off limits, but anywhere else where Pascal is, then Elsa is gonna win.
Do you think Pascal could like Ratatouille Elsa?
I mean, I don't know.
But yeah,
Do you-
Pascal's a small target. How
do
do
you
you? What do you do?
You freeze him, David. He's not a microbe. He's a fucking
Not
chameleon.
if you can't see him.
I think
What if you
Pat's
couldn't
no
see him?
fun.
We've spent so much time on Elsa Pascal. Well, here's the thing: if Pascal tongues your ear and it hits your brain, maybe he can ratatouille you. There is that
Right.
possibility. We don't know.
Right.
I don't know if it went that deep in the Kingdom of Corona.
I
Oh,
don't know.
Pascal
thinking
can
it would
camouflage. Does he
I just
camouflage
think
in
there's a
KH?
conversation to be had here.
There's a conversation to be had, but I think we've had it for a really long time already. So
Jesus.
Yeah, just say one rock and Pascal's done. Any
Alright,
form of Pascal
Alright.
just gets killed by a rock.
Whatever.
Okay.
We're so wrong, but whatever.
we have the 8-9 here. This is a kind of a happy coincidence. It's a furniture matchup. We got
Oh
the
my
wardrobe from
I
Beast
love it.
Castle versus the carpet from Agrabah. I feel like
Carpet.
this is pretty close. What do you think?
I think Carpet wins
think
just
wardrobe.
out of what? No way.
Yeah.
Wardrobe is like staying still. Carpet's flying around.
Hmm.
Doesn't Carpet push Wardrobe over
I
the
guess
sumo
carpet
wrestling line?
has more mobility. I was just thinking of like if the carpet like flies into the wardrobe, like he's fucked.
Does
Okay.
Carpet lift Wardrobe and then just smash the wardrobe?
Well, actually, I was
Wardrobe
thinking, even though the wardrobe's not seen in combat, you do have to push her in that little
Right.
mini game,
And she's strong enough to push
she's
over
strong.
back.
Yeah, she has that
Yeah.
knockback. I don't think she does damage, but she does knockback. I don't think Carpet ever does damage nor knockback. So there's that. But the Carpet can fly, and the Carpet's wily.
Carpet can take damage from the minigame, so and he
That's
doesn't
true.
take actual damage. Like he takes damage, but he doesn't take damage.
Yeah.
Carpet's got mobility. I'm gonna go with Carpet on this
I
one.
think Carpet's invincible and immortal, so
I kind of lean towards the Wardrobe. I just feel like, because like the Carpet can outmaneuver the Wardrobe, but I feel like the Wardrobe would be able to hurt the Carpet more easily.
I think if you trip it, like the Wardrobe has a weird way of moving, and if the Carpet can think about this strategically,
Yeah.
when it's like Shadow of the Colossus. If the Wardrobe is like moving and lifting her like 2 legs, Carpet can get underneath that, and then like the Wardrobe goes onto the Carpet, and then the Carpet like trips
I
her,
think
you know?
Carpet
Like a
could like
tablecloth.
literally pull the rug down from
Yeah.
Wardrobe.
Pull the rug from under her.
Yeah,
Okay,
I think he could do it.
Is anyone here Team Wardrobe besides me?
No.
Okay.
I mean, maybe
All right.
David. David left for a sec.
All right. I think he was more Carpet, so we'll go Carpet.
Yeah.
All right.
Alright,
Wardrobe. Sorry, Women's History Month. What can you do? But you already put Elsa through, so we're even now. Okay, it's all good.
Yeah.
All right. We got actual like 50-year-old man Joshua Gibbs versus Wooden Boy Pinocchio. I assume it's Wooden Boy Pinocchio. I don't know if like human Pinocchio would be any more or less combat ready, but I feel like Gibbs just throws this thing overboard immediately.
This is an easy Gibbs. He has
Yeah.
the knife. He can just carve Pinocchio.
What if
I was
Pinocchio
gonna say,
lies
Gibbs
really
has a
quickly?
Can
Go ahead.
Pinocchio die? Is my question.
Gibbs has a gun.
True. Gibbs does have a gun. Mm.
Pinocchio
is
lies so
wood.
quick he pierces Gibbs' heart with his nose.
Yeah, just like lie over and over. Like, Kate, choose the best, Kate, choose the best, Kate, choose the best, and it just like
Yeah.
pierces through Gibbs.
Yeah.
No, we'll go Gibbs. I can't imagine that Gibbs makes it much further than that. Okay,
No.
here's an interesting one.
Well, let's see.
We have Quasimodo versus Chirithy. I just said
God.
Chirithy. I don't know if it matters which one it is. We're not going to say Dark Chirithy, but we'll just say, like, I don't know,
Okay.
Ven's Chirithy, maybe? Is that okay?
Sure. Yeah.
Right, because
That's
Dark
fine.
Chirithy is in combat, so that doesn't
Yeah.
count.
Right.
Chirithy's whole thing is just like knowing a lot and not being able. He's squishy. He's
Yeah.
so squishy.
Yeah.
Quasimodo is a hulking beast. Oh, man.
Quasimodo takes this.
Hi, Allie.
Thank you, Ali, for the resub there. Appreciate that. 29 months. Um,
Maybe Chirithy has some power
Could
that I don't
Quasimodo have the power to kill an all-knowing cat? Like,
see, that's the thing. Like,
accidentally, yes.
I think so.
I think it's
you
like-
could do it intentionally.
Chirithy is, like, not omnipotent. It just, like, knows stuff. It's not all-powerful. Is that what omnipotent is? I'm not sure. There's
Yeah.
omniscient and omnipotent, and I always get them mixed up, but Chirithy is not
Omniscience
both.
is knowing things.
Yeah, omniscience knowing, like Joshua. So I don't know what Chirithy's capable of. I don't think it's really capable of much in the way of combat. It could be like a fucking fairy godmother, blue fairy type thing, where it can just like fucking delete you from existence. But we've never seen that.
yeah.
I have no reason to believe it. I think Quasimodo could destroy
Handily
Chirithy.
takes this.
Yeah, handily.
Yeah.
Okay.
yeah.
All right. Next up, kind of like a remix of the first match. Instead of Elsa Pascal, it's Hans versus Abu.
And this one
Um,
is much more clear cut. Abu takes
think
this.
Abu
for sure.
Yeah, Boo takes.
For sure.
I mean, Abu
Abu
is...
is
Nobody
not
can
fucking
fucking
around.
find Abu.
I would put Abu
True.
above Pascal. I mean, I guess I did because I seeded at 14 over 16. I do find Abu more scrappy and capable. I mean, Abu
Yeah.
lives on the streets stealing
Literally,
from children.
every day. Yes.
Right?
Abu
Fighting,
could fucking wield a
Abu
knife
has a
and
sword.
kill him.
he fights the
Yeah.
police
True.
every day.
Abu
Oh,
can
wow.
wield a sword, as seen in the movie. Hans also
can-
in the game wields a sword.
Hans
Hans is kind of useless.
sucks. He's really
Yeah.
bad at doing
Right.
what the whole movie is him failing to do.
Hans tried to kill one
Murder,
person and he failed. I think
True.
Abu probably has killed people in the past. So I'm
I think-
giving this to Abu.
Are all
I
four of
guess
us going
he's
Abu?
Yeah.
Easy for him.
All right. The huge upset, the
sweet.
14 over the 3, Abu over Hans. All right, we have an interesting one here. This got a lot of press in the
I love
the
this.
community post. We have Beat from The World Ends With You, as seen in Dream Drop, or
Okay.
Santa Claus. Now, in that community post, someone was like, okay, the DC version of Santa Claus, I was like, what are you talking about? Like, this is not
What?
the DC
Yeah, this
version
is
of Santa
Nightmare
Claus.
version.
This is roly-poly red guy laying on the floor of his factory as Oogie has him tied up.
Okay, that's different. I was
Now,
thinking
yeah.
actual Santa Claus.
Now, do we think that Beat believes in Santa Claus? Because that might
Ooh.
end things here.
If Beat doesn't
I think
believe...
absolutely yes.
Yes,
do you
I
think
so.
do you think Santa could be like, you're on the naughty list, Beat, and then Beat just kills himself?
And that's also possible. I didn't consider the sort of sacrificial angle to this matchup, but I would
God
think
can't kill Santa, and then Santa pulls
Right.
out
Oh
I
my
would
God.
think
Suicide
Beat.
is
a
allowed.
present gun and just wraps him up.
If Santa like threatens his sister, then Beat will let Santa Claus win.
I think
Oh,
Beat
yeah,
takes
yeah.
this actually.
Yeah, I
As
feel
funny
pretty
as it
confident in
would be.
Beat.
Yeah.
I don't think it matters whether or not Beat believes. I feel like Sora didn't believe and Santa was still there. It's not like not believing in Santa makes him go away.
I think
That'd be nice if it was as easy as that.
Any other version of Santa Claus might have stood a chance, but this Santa Claus is just an useless
Yeah,
guy.
he's one of the
Yeah,
least
yeah.
physically imposing Santas of all of
Yeah.
fiction, and
For
real life
real.
as well, including the
Yeah.
real life Santa. So
To
I
get
would say
kidnapped by
Beat.
bugs, I think.
Yeah,
Puts you
that's
pretty
really
low.
pathetic. Yeah.
It's pretty low,
A
yeah.
little pathetic.
All right.
Yeah.
We move on. We have another Halloween Town resident. Battle of authority here, so to speak. We have Judge Claude Frollo versus the mayor.
Oh, this is
Frollo.
so
Frollo
easy
for
for
sure.
Frollo.
You think it's easy, Frollo? Yeah, I
He is
mean,
not an anime.
you figure
does
the
not
mayor is like an ancient primordial being of like Halloween / death, right? Like Frollo at least uses a sword in the movie. I think in the
Yeah.
game for a bit as well.
He's only an elected individual, so
Yeah,
Yeah.
there's also
Yeah.
that. And Frollo might have that old man strength. I mean, what do you think he is? Like, what's the youngest that Frollo could be? Like 48, like a gnarly 48 maybe?
Probably 109.
109 for Frollo? Yeah. I could see
Yeah.
that. It's somewhere between 48 and 109.
I give him 50-ish.
Okay.
I'm gonna
Alright.
guess 75.
Yeah, and if you're 75 and like when is Hunchback set? Like the
I think he
1400s?
would be dead.
Frollo is 36.
What? Did you look it up?
Yes.
What?
Oh my
There's
god.
no way.
I hope I age a little better than that.
That's like the
Okay.
Disney version of Sid Highwind. I mean, what the fuck?
That's like PJ's age. And
Oh
so
my
like
It's bitter.
Frollo is 36.
Frollo is 36.
Is that in the Disney canon or in like the OG Victor
Let me
Hugo
look.
canon?
During the events of the novel.
Okay. So the Disney version might be older.
No, it says he's 66 in the Disney version.
Okay, they just tacked us 30 years onto him for Disney. Got it.
Oh, okay, that makes more sense.
Okay. Well, that's settled. We learned a lot. In the next matchup, we have Korra from The Grid versus the
God.
Little Green Men from Toy Box, which I will
So-
remind you are 3 plush aliens.
How many?
3 of them.
3 of them, only 3.
The 3 seen in Toy
Well,
Box.
there are just 3.
I like the idea of what would win, 100 green men or 1 Korra.
I think Korra probably can defeat any amount of Little Green Men.
yeah.
Um,
Do they have access to a claw?
I think
That's
I'll
it.
give
Oh,
this
that's-
to Korra.
Actually,
This
aren't the
is a
things
claw.
like the rectifier things in The Grid? Aren't they kind of claw adjacent?
Oh,
There could be something there. It
you're
depends
right.
on where the battle happens, I suppose.
Yeah. If this is
Um,
like an even arena, which I'm assuming all these are in like Nowhere Land or
Yeah, we'll
whatever.
say they're all in the
Yeah,
Keyblade
we'll say
graveyard.
Korra, yeah,
we'll go
yeah.
Korra. This is a total coincidence here that we have next Merlin versus the different character, also from the Toy Box. These are the Green Army Men, which are also little as well, but
So
they're not
how many?
aliens.
Have they ever?
How many of them?
How many? Yeah.
I mean,
I think
how many
all
are
of
in? I think there's only like 4
There's like
max.
5
or
Five?
something?
I think there's 5 in Cage 3. But
Yeah.
do we want to count like a whole box, like a whole
I
in the movie?
does
there's,
it
like, a
matter,
barrel.
David? Does it matter how
Yes.
many?
Yes.
I think maybe the Green Army Men might have a shot, and hear me out.
Go
I
ahead.
think they had. Sorry, one second.
All right, we'll just advance Merlin.
This is killing me.
Um,
Green Army men have gun.
That's true, but they're not real. Shane is what you. They're also their feet are like fused together in like a little plastic puddle at
Have
the
they ever
ground.
I don't think they've ever been seen actually firing the gun.
So to be fair, the Green
Yeah.
Army Men died to a small 6-year-old child in the first movie.
That's
so-
true.
That's
Sid
true. Yeah.
Sid killed them. Okay, we move on to an animal battle here. We got Rafiki out of Pride Lands versus kind of an interesting one, the Cheshire Cat from Wonderland. That's tough, right? Because the Cheshire Cat, it's kind of the same boat as Cheer, where it's like this cat that's like omniscient and can like probably teleport around, but like I don't really anticipate that it could do damage. Whereas Rafiki, we've seen do work with his little staff guy.
That's true, but Rafiki, like, it is like mortal, and Cheshire Cat cannot be killed. He disappears when you.
Yeah, I feel like he's like you phase
I
through
agree.
him. Yeah.
Rafiki, I think of like this battle. This is gonna be a battle of the ages, and Rafiki's already old as shit.
Yeah.
Rafiki can hurt Simba, but I don't know.
Can you look
I
up,
think
Shane, how
Cheshire
old
Cat.
Rafiki is in the original Lion King novel, and then see how old he is in the Disney version?
Rafiki age, he is 20. What?
25.
Oh, sorry, Rafiki the giraffe. This is somebody else.
Oh, okay,
like,
okay.
what?
Classic.
Like, no,
Classic mix-up.
25-year-old.
In the Victor Hugo version of Lion King, Rafiki is like a spry 28, but when they adapted it for screen, he's like 90 in Mandrill years.
Yeah, I'm not seeing a quick look upable age.
Okay. Because here's the thing, like,
I can get back to
Rafiki
that.
might not be able to hit the Chesh, but can the Chesh, like, do anything against
Do
Rafiki?
anything. Yeah, that's.
But, like, if it's a
so
matter-
If we're talking about fighting spirit, I think
Yeah.
Rafiki has the better fighting spirit.
I agree.
Cheshire Cat just will not die to anything. But
Right.
I
Yeah.
think that doesn't let him win anything.
Right, but also,
think
like,
this is
Rafiki would
just
just tucker
tense.
himself out. He would just get tired, and he'd probably die of exhaustion.
Yeah,
Right?
I think
Well,
the
that's a
Cheshire
good
Cat
argument.
could, like, fuck him up just by, like, dodging and being annoying, and then Rafiki
Right,
just
or telling
does it.
riddles.
Yeah, maybe Cheshire Cat could like send him into like a mental stupor, like
Yeah.
and totally like.
But Rafiki's no
You know.
slouch, David.
Rafiki's kinda
Rafiki
wise.
Rafiki is the Chesh of Lion King. They're both
Yeah.
like the
Yeah,
the
yeah.
mystical fucking wise animal
I
who
see.
has
It's
riddles.
a hard matchup. I don't know.
Yeah.
I wonder if like the Cheshire Cat like gives him some riddle, and then Rafiki's like, "These nuts, idiot!" and then he hits him with his
Yeah.
stick.
Asante
And
Sana
think-
Squash Banana.
Squash
I
banana.
think Cheshire Cat would just win out of being completely incomprehensibly annoying,
Hmm.
and Rafiki just wouldn't be able to stand that.
I think I'm gonna see Rafiki personally.
I think I'm sending it to the chat.
Yeah.
I feel like there's enough discourse here that we're not
Yeah.
really sure.
Ooh, that's even split, kind of.
It's even so far in the chat. Vote now for Rafiki versus the Chesh.
This is a
Let your
tough
voice
one.
be heard.
An unkillable god versus.
Rafiki.
Immovable object. Rafiki.
Seems like Chesh is winning pretty handily. Oh, it's closing now. It's only a 2-vote gap.
Ooh.
3 votes.
3 votes. 3 votes. It
We're gonna
keeps
be
going
here
up.
for a long time, by the way. If anyone needs to leave at some point, that's fine.
Yeah, you set the timer kind of long. I don't know
Yeah.
if you can.
I meant like the entire project here, but also the
128
poll.
seed. Yeah.
All right, I think Chesh wins. He's 7 votes ahead now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's fun. I like Cheshire Cat winning.
Okay.
I think he'll probably lose
I'm
somewhere.
okay with that.
Yeah, it didn't really matter what happened there. Okay. Another animal bracket here. We got Pongo, the father of 99 puppies, versus Gopher.
Right. Easy
Pongo.
Gophers.
What?
Gopher sweep.
What do you mean Gopher sleep?
Gopher's kind of an idiot.
No,
Yeah,
Gopher's
I-
out for blood.
for his murdered before.
I feel like a fully grown Dalmatian male could defeat a gopher. I feel like that happens in real life. Like, all the time, probably. Dogs kill, like, little yard critters.
I just
Right?
think Pongo's kind of too much of a softie.
Really? Like, he fucking trekked
I don't
across
know.
all of England to save his babies.
He has
Right?
the power of arrow, so I don't,
True. Pongo and Perdita can teach you Aroga.
Okay, maybe I had Pongo pegged the wrong way.
Yeah.
You.
Say
Don't
I
do
had
it.
Ponged the wrong way. Okay.
There you go.
Okay.
We'll go for the PG version of that joke.
Okay.
So I'm fully Pongo defeats Gopher. Fully. Like, there's no
Oh.
question.
Yeah. Dog eat gopher.
Even though Gopher is like a hefty little guy, like he's gonna be like this big at most, right? If you're looking at me on stream, Gopher's like this. Pongo would not fit on my camera. He's huge for a dog.
Yeah, he big dog.
So
But Gopher can dig holes. Have you considered that?
that's true. I don't think he could dig holes faster than any regular gopher. I have no reason to believe that
Well-
Gopher is like a super gopher.
Yeah.
So it's Pongo, right?
I think we should look on Wikipedia.
Fine, give it to the dog.
We're going Pongo. Ask ChatGPT if a Dalmatian would defeat a gopher. Like, just fucking pull it up and see. All right.
So you're
There
gonna
you go.
trust the AI. All right, I got
Yeah, over you guys. Next up, we just have 2 human people. We have Prince Eric and Princess Aurora.
you. Fuck.
Here's the thing about
I
Princesses
think-
of Heart. I don't think they have like offensive abilities besides Kyrie, and even she's,
No.
even she's lacking at times.
It's Eric. Yeah, he killed Ursula. Ace is
True.
right.
I mean, I don't know if Eric's gonna stab Aurora with the ship. Yeah.
Right. I think all Eric has is that stupid fucking flute.
But Aurora's
Yeah.
probably asleep.
7.
and knowledge of all of the Pokemon theme songs.
Yeah.
We're gonna move Eric along at the risk of being here until 11 p.m. Another just straight up animal matchup. We have Kanga, 100 Acre Wood, versus Timon.
Oh yeah.
From
Kanga takes this for
Kanga again. A real life
Kanga
kangaroo would
kill
destroy
everyone.
a meerkat.
Yeah.
Kanga boxes in her free time when she's not busy sweeping the floor outside her fucking house.
That's
Yeah,
true.
and sweeping the bracket.
Yeah, and sweeping the bracket as well. Yeah. All right, moving on. We've got Mr. Smee, kind of like the poor man's Josh and Gibbs, versus
We
Lumiere.
were literally making a joke about that earlier.
I
Yeah.
didn't realize they were different characters. So-
Yep, they're different. Mr. Smee is like the Gibbs of Neverland.
Yeah.
Mr. Smee is the Lumiere of
that as well. You're not wrong.
This is hard because they're both gay. So
You hate
I
to
think
see that.
Lumiere takes it actually.
You hate to see that we have to
I think
only
Lumiere
put
would
one
take
gay
it.
person through. One of them has to fall. You think Lumiere?
has burned people's asses before. He'll do it again.
Yeah.
He has literal fire on his side, and Mr.
Like-
Smee's kind of a.
But like, he's not like Axel fire elemental abilities. He's a candelabra,
yeah.
right? Like Mr.
he's-
Smee is a portly, shortly
Yeah.
man, but like a candelabra.
And you-
I would like to think that I would defeat Lumiere. I don't think Mr. Smee is that much stronger or weaker than me.
No, but
I
he's
don't
still-
think
he's
I
not
don't
that
think Smee
fire.
could do anything. Smee is just kind of
He's just kinda
fucking
stupid?
useless.
Yeah, it's kinda-
he hasn't done shit.
Kind of dumb.
I mean, how big is Lumiere?
Lumiere has had
that-
bitches.
I mean,
Lumiere is a bicon.
he's entertaining ideas with both the chandelier and the little duster thing in Belle's Enchanted whatever.
Right.
So yeah, he does.
Like he's a player.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think
I don't-
Lumiere's kind of like a gangster. I think he can do it.
If I'm to be the boring, realistic guy, I think Mr. Smee defeats Lumiere.
I guess
No,
that's
come
true.
on.
but,
No,
like, think about-
I see Mr. Smee picking up Lumiere, and then Lumiere uses his like he can like blow fire. Like he's done that in the movie.
He can do that? He's a fire blower?
Yeah, he puts
can
up his hand
burn
and he
his
blows.
face off.
He like blows his hand into his face.
I think maybe
I think-
Lumiere like lights Smee's clothes on fire, and Smee doesn't understand how to get out of his clothes.
He doesn't understand
And
the
just
concept of
and
fire.
just like
Dies
Hook,
from the light.
just like Hook, Smee goes into a frenzy when he's on
Right.
fire, probably.
Right, because they're
Yeah.
lovers, so they have the same behavior.
Yep. They have the same stat block.
He's so dumb. He's so dumb.
He's very not wise. I mean,
I'm with Lumiere on this
Lumiere.
one.
I think
Yeah.
Lumiere takes my vote.
all right. I think I'm the sole Smee vote, but we'll advance
Yeah.
Lumiere. All right, we got Horace Horsecollar versus Anna. This is really difficult.
That
think
doesn't
Anna
do anything.
When- no.
Yeah, we have
Anna
like
has a
no
sword
body
in
of
Frozen
work.
2.
Anna has a sword in Frozen 2.
Yeah, she kills
Hmm.
things. I think.
I've
tries
only
to-
seen Frozen 2 once. I don't
I
remember
think-
it very much.
Anna tells Horsecollar to like stop attacking her, and then he does. That's the kind of person that he is.
and then she kills him.
Is that part of it? Is negotiation part of this bracket? Can you talk people down from killing you?
Yeah.
I'm assuming. So I'm assuming here that each side is like fighting for their survival.
I agree. That's how I approach it.
This
Not
is
that
a
like you
Squid
can pass a
Game.
skill check and Horace will be like, "Oh shucks, you're right."
They do the fucking Hunger Games thing where they decide to commit double suicide, so no one.
They both
Doesn't know the
eat the
way.
poison fruit ball at the end.
Listen, I'm all on Team Anna on this one.
I
don't
just think-
Horsecollar has a chance. In
Yeah, I mean Horace.
I think Anna takes.
Like-
Horsecollar is a farmer from the 1950s. Do you think he beats his wife?
It's possible.
No.
JD, Jesus.
I think if Horace is a horse, like an angry actual horse, how old is Anna? What is she, like 15?
But he's
Yeah.
not like a horse. He's like he has two.
No, I
legs.
know, but he's actually better than a
He's-
real horse because he has like sentience and like the ability to hold weapons.
He's
Oh,
just a
man.
guy. Honestly.
He's just a guy,
I think
and
that'd
honestly,
be
he's
Anna.
old,
Just a
right?
guy.
He's
So
old.
high.
Was I wrong
He
to
has
seed Anna
friends
beneath
all
Horace?
18 and 21.
Oh my god, she's I thought she was like a little baby.
Right.
Okay,
No, Anna's 18, I think.
okay. So we're putting Anna ahead over Horace
I vote
Yeah.
Anna.
because
Over
horses
Horace,
are strong, but he's an old horse from like the 20s, wearing overalls.
That's
Gotta
true. He's got
remember it's-
cartoon. He's got cartoon physics on his side, like 1920s cartoon physics.
I didn't specify whether or not it was Timeless River Horace or Disney Town Horace.
Oh, I
but
forgot about
I
Disney Town
think-
Horace. I was thinking.
Yeah.
I was thinking Timeless River, but
I think it's Anna
I
regardless.
think it's
Way
still
Anna.
Anna. Yeah.
Okay, all right. I mean, she may not have powers, but she's probably picked up some offensive or even defensive abilities from hanging out with Elsa. I could see it. All right, next up, we got Phoebus. Captain Phoebus of France, Paris, versus Rex, the actual plastic toy.
Dinosaur.
I'm your biggest fan, Phoebus, and then Phoebus stabs him.
Phoebus
Yeah,
just, like,
Phoebus.
picks him up with, like, his
He
thumb
kicks
and
him.
index by the tail.
Phoebus takes off all the
I
limbs.
think-
and
Yeah.
then puts
This
it
is
down.
easy.
Here's how Rex can still win in 2024. All right, Phoebus.
Yeah,
All
you
right.
just punt Rex, yeah.
We've moved on to the second quadrant of the first round.
Oh, I'm so
All
excited.
right, let's
We
go.
have Kerchak in the 1
Oh my
seed versus Jacques in the 16.
This is my favorite. I just love to imagine Kerchak immediately punching the ground and smashing Jack
Yeah.
into a million pieces.
He doesn't even have to hit Jacques. He can just punch the ground near Jacques, and Jacques will like
Yeah.
explode from the seismic vibrations.
Yeah, he's got
If it
Donkey
weren't-
Kong's down B.
If it weren't
I
for
love
magic, I think Kerchak would take the whole bracket. But
Yeah.
yeah, Kerchak takes this.
Kerchak, I mean, he's an actual, what are they, like
An actual
silverback
gorilla.
gorillas?
Yes.
They're like intense animals. Like they're just
I would
like
want him. I would
beasts
want
of
him to
nature.
like pick Jack up and curl like him into a little ball and throw him into orbit like he
Into
does
the next-
Sora in the end of the. Of
Yeah.
to the next continent.
Barnabas. You know the answer. It doesn't matter if he's human Jack or not. He's still a 16 seed. All right.
I
move
forgot about
on.
Human Jack. Fuck.
Yeah,
Anyway.
I try to forget every day. We have the 8-9 here. We got Phil from
Yeah.
Olympus versus the 9 seed Clara Cluck from Timeless River. This
There's
one,
a whole
I
scene.
couldn't remember who this
Oh wait,
was.
I'm on Jack. Never mind.
This is
um,
tough.
do you want to see Clara
I
Cluck,
think-
Hinode? I'll pull her up on.
No. I saw her. We were looking over the
Oh,
names
okay.
before the stream.
Well, just for
I couldn't
stream's
remember her
benefit,
before.
because
Yeah.
she is a very minor character that does not have a voiced role in Cage 2. She is like
I
a
did
Timeless
not-
River NPC who walks around in the main area and gets a journal entry. So she's a chicken who wears like a little hat thing. And then we have Phil. You know what Phil looks like, but he's ready to fucking party. I mean, he's at least half her height, if not shorter. But like he has horns. He's got like
Yeah.
satyr strength. I don't know. But Claire Cluck is got at least a few feet on him.
Clara
so what do you do?
Cluck is like her thing is like she's an opera singer, right? So would that annoy Phil too much? Would that
I
like
don't-
incapacitate Phil?
David,
think
your
I've just
thing is
given
like
more
playing the
strength
piano.
to
If
it.
you were in a fight to the death against Phil,
Yeah,
would you
if
play
it's
the
a fight to
piano?
the death, I'm using every like
Every skill.
Do you think Cluck could like woo Phil into like?
Oh, that's a
Phil
good point.
is a dirty, dirty pervert who would probably
Yeah.
fuck a chicken. So I do
Are we
think
asking-
Yeah.
Oh
they're.
my god.
But again, this is a fight to the death. Are these characters of the right mind to enter coitus with each other? I don't think so. I
Do
really
we
don't think so.
She really would be the kind of girl to be a seductress.
Would she settle for Phil is the real question. I think Clara Cluck can do way better than Phil.
Yeah,
I
Clara
think
Cluck
so,
would
too.
definitely do
I've
better
never
than Phil.
fucked cock before, but I'm willing to try.
In the horns.
Jesus Christ.
Why
think
why
Phil-
invite Shane? We we got Phil versus Clara Cluck. I think I'd
Phil
go
wins
Phil.
just to put her
I
out
think
of
it's
her
gonna go
misery.
Phil. Yeah.
Yeah,
I like
Okay.
the idea that you pair them together because they're both non-speaking roles.
that's true. I didn't consider that. Yeah, most recently their roles were
In the
non-speaking.
most recent, yeah.
Yeah. All right, returning to the other of the Dalmatian parents, we have Perdita versus Snow White.
I love to imagine Snow White just committing animal abuse. That's just the funniest.
She wouldn't though.
fucking-
She would. I mean, I know we're saying fight to the
Would
death,
she?
but she controls animals. I mean, could
That's a
she
really
control
good point.
Perdita?
She wouldn't. I don't think Snow White.
All
could
of the
have it in her
animals-
for her
All
to
of the
do.
animals that Snow White could control, a dog could kill.
That's true, but could Snow
Bird,
White just
squirrel.
control a dog? Like, we don't know the extent of Snow White's animal manipulation powers. Could she
Do you
sing a little
think she
ditty,
could
and then
control
Perdita's under her
Perdita
control?
and
An
force
angry
Perdita
dog
into
beats
herself?
Snow White. An angry dog. Snow White
Yeah.
has no way
Yeah,
to fight Perdita.
yeah.
Absolutely,
Yep, I-
unless she can do a little singity
Control.
song and control Perdita. But I don't think she
what,
would.
like 4
She's
birds?
only ever done forest animals. The most that
All right.
that Snow White can do is like a buck, right?
Yeah.
All right,
Perdita.
And I think
Easy.
Perdita could tear up a buck. She
Yeah,
would
you're right.
fuck a buck.
Yeah.
all right, all
I'm
right.
so excited about this one. You
we this is also
Okay.
an accident. We got Clue and Boo.
I love it.
Clue from the
I
Grid
think
versus Boo from Monstropolis.
I
What do you
was telling
think?
David that Boo wins immediately because she just pulls off the plug, and there we go.
Yes.
Yeah,
That's-
slugs.
Yeah, that's
It's
kind
a
of the
really
By
problem.
excellent-
accident. By
Clue
accident,
doesn't-
she just got
I-
to the win.
Does Clue like have really any sort of fighting ability aside from his dual disc? Does he even use his dual disc? or anything?
David, do you remember when he kicks Kevin Flynn in the face?
But that little baby, yeah, I can kick a friggin' 60-year-old man too.
Yeah.
Would
I
Clue
think Boo
kill
can
a
also-
baby?
Here's the
Do you
thing.
think Boo is more powerful than
Yes,
than
yes.
Man?
Clue can... Boo can exist in the grid. Clue cannot exist in Monstropolis.
Yeah.
So what do you do with that? Clue's a program. Right? Yeah, as Freezethorn says, if
think-
the fight takes place in the physical world, all Boo has to do is, like, eat the hard drive that he's on.
Clue's whole thing is trying to make the perfect system, and Boo is so good at not making the perfect system that maybe like Clue
so
can't
chaotic.
handle it.
Boo does disrupt
Yeah.
the energy system of an
Boo
entire monster
He's a
nation.
disruptor.
Yeah.
That's
She's
right.
the virus that they're
Would
talking
laugh.
about in Union Cross.
Boo
Yeah.
would laugh and just everything would be
Mm.
liberated.
Oh, that's true. She
That's
has
true.
Her laugh, which is electricity.
She laughs
thing.
and
Yeah.
destroys all programs.
Laugh power.
It's really tough
Laughs
because
or cries. She
his
could laugh
Clue
or
is
cry and
data.
it fucks
That's
up.
true. That's true. And she probably would cry if Clue tried to attack her.
Yeah.
I
So-
think Boo takes this.
I think
guys.
Boo takes this one.
I think it is
Boo
probably
wins.
Boo. Yeah, I think it's Boo. Under this specific circumstance, I think Boo makes it out of the first round. I did have her
That's
seeded
so
at 13 out of 16, so I had some faith in her.
Valley
Okay.
figures.
She's too
That was
powerful.
that comment.
All right, another animal battle. We got Tigger versus Sebastian.
I think Tigger
yeah.
wins.
I think
Yeah, I
Tigger
think
handily
that makes
wins. A fully grown tiger man versus a crab. Yeah.
Tigger bounces on Sebastian and immediately like the fight is over. in
Sebastian
five.
Yeah.
uses his claws to like snip at his butt. Like I don't
Maybe
know.
snip the tail off, go for the tail.
Yeah.
I think even without the ability to bounce, Tigger would be able to handle Sebastian.
Yeah.
Okay. We
Fighting
have two human beings, Esmeralda versus the Grand Duke from Cinderella. If you're not familiar, I will get
Right.
the Grand
He's the one that
Duke.
went around giving people or looking for the glass
The
slipper.
slipper.
Yeah, this is the best render we have of him, I guess, on the wiki here, and he's always doing this with his hands.
Oh.
So I
Is
don't
he,
know.
You know.
That's quite the angle.
I love that. He looks like he's just got his ass like.
He's got ass
out.
out, stash up, ass out.
He's so
knows?
fruity. I love.
The Grand Duke has got to be 40s at minimum. I think Esmeralda is just like, you know, a young woman. She could probably
Right.
defeat the Grand Duke.
I mean, in
I
any
think
circumstance,
Esmeralda
Esmeralda
could, yeah.
wins. Can
Yeah.
we give
Yeah.
anything to the Grand Duke to like give him a chance?
I
Does
guess
he
if he
have
like
the glass
breaks the
slipper?
glass slipper, like in the movies
Right.
where you break like the bottle against the table and it's like a sharp
Yeah.
glass slipper. No,
Maybe he has the glass slipper, so he has a weapon.
uh,
No, but Esmeralda's still
Esmeralda
like
would
is able
disarm
to.
Esmeralda has
him.
like.
Yeah,
Oh,
Esmeralda
has, like, a
can.
bunch of tricks.
Yeah.
Right.
yeah,
Esmeralda still takes it.
Okay, Esmeralda.
There's no way.
no. All right, another Cinderella character versus we got Owl versus Lady Tremaine.
I love this one. I love this one so much because I can imagine the owl just like tripping her up.
It's
stairs
just
of her
like
castle, like just flying around her, like pissing her off until she
Yeah.
falls off and kills herself.
yeah.
She
I
died to
can
one
picture
pumpkin bomb. Like it does not take
Yeah.
a lot to kill her.
As stated, I think Owl does gouge out Lady Tremaine's eyeballs relatively quickly.
Absolutely.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's
Yeah.
canon.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah, he's got claws. Okay,
I'll take both.
bye Tremaine. Enjoy hell. All right, we have Elizabeth Swann, one of Keynote's favorites, versus Cogsworth.
Listen.
Listen! Hoist the colours! Hoist the Cogsworth! She's the king. She's the king of pirates. So,
Yeah, this is easy.
yes.
I mean, Cogsworth can like shoot a beam into you, right? If you do the reaction commands.
Oh,
But I
that's
think
right.
I think he
has-
needs help to do that. So,
I think
yes,
Elizabeth takes Cogsworth's like gears and makes something out of it.
yeah.
This is like so quick.
Please,
Um,
Master, control yourself.
Control yourself. I did say that like characters not seen in combat wouldn't be, or characters in combat wouldn't be here. And I guess Cogsworth technically like is part of the beast fight, but you know he's an accessory to the beatdown.
He's
So we'll
accessory to
put Elizabeth through King of the Pirates. Did I run out of music here? What's going on? I'm still listening. There you
There's music.
go. For me, not for you, unfortunately.
Damn.
All right, back to the 1 versus 16. We have Nala, just a full-grown lioness, versus plastic piggy bank. Ham.
Is he
Nala versus
plastic
the piece
or
of
is
ham.
or
Ooh.
is he glass?
That's a good point. I feel like he makes like plasticky noises in the
ceramic.
movies.
Porcelain. Yeah.
That's
Yeah, he
true.
could be
Yeah.
ceramic. But I feel like when
What
like
if she tries?
yeah, go
Sorry.
ahead, Keynote. Go ahead. No.
No, I was gonna say, what if she tries to eat him and then she chokes on the plastic and
That's
then
what
she
I'm
Yeah.
saying.
and he
Yeah,
makes
yeah.
it out.
No, I don't think she's dumb. She takes Ham to the top of Pride Rock and drops him.
Yeah, just drops
Yeah.
him. Yeah.
Well, I guess that wins.
Yeah.
I mean, she could like try to eat Ham and like choke on a penny or something, but
Yeah. She
I think
does
Nala
like the
probably wins.
roll thing she did with Simba when first
Yeah.
seeing him and breaks Ham immediately.
yeah. All right. Rest in peace to him. All right. We have an OG here. Is this the first OG of the bracket? I feel like everyone else has been Disney or FF for
Yeah.
three.
I think so.
All right. So we have Ansem the Fool versus Daisy Duck. This is the 8-9.
Daisy would take it.
Daisy.
Yeah, I feel
Um,
I'm feeling Daisy right now.
Yeah, I just think like Daisy does have that scene where she chases Donald. Doesn't he? Doesn't she like
Right.
smack his ass?
Yeah,
In the,
Japanese
in
version.
the Japanese version? Yeah.
Yes.
So like she's
tank it.
capable, but like Ansem the Wise, like does he just have the old man strength required to like defeat like a duck that's like knee height?
Yeah. Does he have his heart like machine from Cage 2? Shoots at the moon.
I mean, what the best thing that would do is that he would explode, right?
Yeah,
And they would
yeah,
both
yeah.
die. So,
I think, well, I guess he could like open a dark corridor or something and
the
do
machine,
something.
yeah.
I don't know.
Something
Yeah.
data, something.
I think Daisy takes it regardless.
Yeah,
Daisy is
Yeah.
angrier by default. And I
Daisy, you're
respect
right.
that.
Daisy is like classically angry in the cartoons. I think.
Yeah.
I mean, Donald's angry.
Yeah.
Isn't Daisy like
They
the
both
calming
are.
force for Donald? They're both angry.
They're
I haven't
both
seen a
angry.
Daisy cartoon in potentially ever, so. All right. Daisy moves through 9 over the 8. Next up, we have these are both Snow White characters. The Prince, just the Prince versus Doc the Dwarf.
Oof.
The Prince, right? I mean,
Probably. Can Doc kill
I
himself?
think this is dwarf phobia. No, I'm kidding.
I think like the Snow White live action. Didn't they like not cast? They're all like are the dwarves CG? Or are they just like regularly
I think they're
hype
CG.
people? They're CG. Yeah, I think CG or not, I think the Prince probably beats Doc. I think if it's Grumpy, there's a case. But I
Yeah.
think the Prince probably defeats all dwarfs handily besides
Does
Grumpy.
the prince have a weapon?
I feel like he has one
Is-
like sheathed. Let me
Is this
see.
just hand-to-hand combat? Is this my question?
Keynote,
because I'm-
please consult the render on stream.
Oh right, I forgot. Wait, if this
forgot how
were
creepy it is.
that Pat, do you know about
Yeah.
that one not Union Cross, the one Kingdom Hearts key render
Hmm.
that was
Oh,
unused? It was in the
I'll post
files of
it.
Kingdom Hearts key,
Yeah.
and it
Yeah,
had
please do.
this prince holding Sephiroth's sword that was in the files of the original.
Yeah.
I'm not familiar with it.
This guy holding the Sephiroth sword, so I guess he wins. regardless.
Yeah. I mean, I
Yeah,
think
yeah.
even with if this is like a dagger that he's got on his belt here, I think that's enough to defeat Doc. That like Doc is known for his brains. You know, he's not known for his fighting prowess, so we'll go with the
I don't know
Prince.
if I'm able to find if somebody could find that render real quick. That'd be
I think
amazing.
David's looking for it.
Oh, I found
I
it.
think we need
Oh,
we
yeah,
need to
you
show
post
this
it.
shit.
I will. I'll pull it up on.
It's really
screens.
important.
It's really important. This is
Yeah.
an official unused.
This is
Sprite.
real in the game, so yeah, he wins.
Are you
Hold on.
posting this in chat or Discord?
Discord.
Okay.
It's gonna take a minute though, because it's web ping.
Oh, okay.
Oh wait, I rotated it. Why did I rotate it left?
Let's see this hidden Prince lore. Hidden lore from the Prince. Do you think the Prince from Snow White could defeat like the late great Prince of Purple Rain fame? I feel
you can
like-
really see it well, that David.
Oh.
Sorry.
There we go. I got,
we got it.
There we go.
Yeah. That's better.
Let me see.
This was in the files of the Kingdom Hearts key game.
It's in the files.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
it's
Was.
real.
That's so funny.
No,
I've never
not-
even heard of this. That's amazing.
Not that one. The one Cheney
There's a
posted.
bigger render.
Oh, okay. I'll pull that one up.
This was data mined from the original
That's
browser
so
game.
funny.
And people are like, what the fuck?
Some programmers just goofing off and putting this in the game.
Yeah, honestly,
That's
this
fun.
is my favorite thing.
All right.
Anyway,
So the
Oh, yeah,
prince,
the prince wins.
regardless of the length of the sword, will proceed.
Filet doc.
Next, we have Pumbaa versus the Emperor from Land of Dragons. It's Pumbaa, right?
Yeah.
Pumbaa,
yeah.
the whole
Just a
warthog.
fully grown warthog, yeah. The
Versus
Emperor's like
an old-
98. Yeah.
98-year-old.
That's
Does the
pretty
Emperor
easy.
have a military background? Probably, maybe, but he's also sitting like 8 times out of 10, right?
He doesn't ever fight. He
Yeah.
refuses to fight, even when threatened.
He's very old. Throw up your old man
Yeah.
Werther's emotes.
Yeah.
Okay. Next up, we have Aerith versus Alice.
Ooh.
I don't think it matters what version of Aerith we're talking about.
Yeah.
I mean, Alice is a princess of heart, but, you know, Aurora lost to Eric. So,
Right. Yeah.
I think even KH1 Aerith probably defeats Alice.
Right. Yeah. Alice is a 10-year-old, and
Yeah.
I
Happy
hope
Rebirth
later,
Week.
I hope later in the bracket we end up with the prince versus Eric.
That could be fun. The two
Very
blind
silly.
men. All right. Our first tag team here.
I
Oh,
am
my
Eric.
goodness.
We have Slightly and Cubby, the Lost Boys, versus Bashful, the dwarf. It's the
Fuck,
Lost
I
Boys,
hate
right?
this. I
Where
don't
do you
like. I don't know.
Where do you find Bashful in the mine? Is he one of those on the mine cart? You have to
Ooh.
chase him.
That's a good question. Let me see if I can. I wonder if would the wiki say which one?
I don't know. Probably not.
Let me see.
I just typed in wiki. Good job, me.
Yeah, when you're streaming or on stream, you just like forget how the internet works. You're
Yeah.
like wiki, Bashful.
Why
Yeah,
should a
I don't think
picture-
it's
Dog.
doesn't say.
Just a game.
I mean, I think 2 children of Bashful's height, and they're like not young children. They're probably like, I don't know, like around like 10 maybe at most, maybe like 8 to 10. I'm not sure. Let me look at the Lost Boys. Let's see. Slightly and Cubby. I just feel like it's just a numbers game at that point. They're all of a similar height. I feel like 2 versus 1. You know?
Yeah.
Cubby
I
hits
think
the Yahoo.
the
Yeah.
Neverland folks take it.
Yeah. Okay. Sounds good.
They're too
Next up.
rowdy.
We
I
have
think
Mother
Bashful-
Gothel. There you go. What do you say, Shane?
Just saying, I think Bashful's one of those in the box, so
Oh, yeah.
it wouldn't matter.
Yeah. We got Gothel versus Fu.
Oh man.
Now, KH2
Oh,
Fu never does anything. She just kind of stands around and is a hype woman for Cypher. Mother Gothel also
Gothel.
doesn't really do anything. She turns into a tree.
Gothel can stab people.
Yeah, Gothel
She
has taken
true.
that
stabs people.
threatened. Yeah.
Here's the thing, like,
she would not have
FF8 Fujin, I guess, would defeat Mother Gothel, right? But KH2 Fu,
Right.
No, that's just a kid.
yeah.
An annoying kid, also. So
Would
Hmm.
does Boo and Rai, don't they like fight dusks in the background or something?
I feel like they just kind of like put their arms up and stand there. I don't know if they ever actually take a swing or anything. I mean, we have seen more violence from Mother Gothel than
Yeah,
from
no,
KH2
absolutely.
Fu. So I guess we go Gothel.
I'm feeling Gothel.
Gothel's also just like in a different weight class than Fu. I feel like she would just
Yeah.
defeat her even without the knife, without the craftiness. So
Yeah.
okay, last
Also,
on
it is
this side.
Women's History Month.
True.
Sorry.
So at least a woman won regardless. We have Will Turner versus Chippendale. Lingering William.
Does
Oh man.
do Chip and Dale have access to the entire
Oh,
gummy
sorry.
The entire gummy set? I don't
No,
think so.
It's just those two. Yeah.
Yeah,
I
it's just
think
them.
Will just shoots them.
Yeah.
I think
Will has
wins.
gun.
Yeah.
again?
Oh, Will's easy.
I
Will
think
wins.
Gun wins. Yeah.
See, David, I'm surprised to hear this from you because you were like the biggest Pascal stumper.
Well, the thing about Chip and Dale is what do they have?
They don't
a
have
tongue
long
that can
tongues.
pierce through your brain.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
If they had access to their gummy like line, I would go for them. But I think it's just that.
I do think there were plenty of things in round 1 that Chip and Dale could have defeated, but they just got a bad matchup here.
Yeah.
That's sad. Oh, sorry. I actually advanced them. Will Turner. Okay. All right.
I think
Folks-
Will's been through worse, to be honest.
Absolutely. I mean, he's dead. He died.
Yeah.
He can't be killed, actually.
So he loses.
He
Um,
loses. No.
he's-
no. Will wins.
it's the day that Will's allowed to come to land. That's when this fight happens.
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
The one day of the year.
That's very funny.
Wait, is it? How often can that happen? Is it one day a year, or is it like one day every like
one every
7 years?
I think.
10?
Okay.
Is it-
God, that sucks. That blows.
Yeah, I think it's 10.
Okay.
No matter what, it's just
This just could be in the first movie.
And
My
when
dad got more screen time. Anyway,
when was that World's End? Was that like 2010, 2011?
somewhere in there.
I mean, not many times that he's been able to see Elizabeth since the movie.
I think the only way Chip and Dale could win is if like they got him in that one scene where he's threatening to kill himself and he actually goes for it.
Yeah.
Other than that,
Yeah, in the Japanese version.
Okay, go for
I
it.
don't think they got it.
Pretty fortuitous. We have Merlin's Magical House playing because an original denizen of the house, Fairy Godmother, versus Jiminy Cricket.
Yo,
Well,
this is hard. This is
Can
actually
we,
really hard.
can we just talk
Easy.
about the god in the room? Like, why is Fairy Godmother with
should
all
I
these
not?
people?
Should I not have put her in?
I think she just wins everyone, right? She can just
I
send
think she
people to the
does.
final world and fuck off.
Should I sub her out for someone else?
I'm thinking yes because I think Fairy Godmother will sweep this bracket. I think
Yeah,
it's too
it
powerful.
was kind of an oversight because I did say like no gods, no like ghosts or anything. Like technically she's not either of those things. Like
She has
Merlin's
God in
also
her
here.
name.
Just as powerful.
That's a good point. Her name is like 1/4 god, so that's tough. That's tough on me. Okay, but if we get rid of Fairy Gma, I feel like we have to get rid of Merlin as well. And I don't know, is the blue fairy in here? Was she a snub? She might be in here as well.
I think the blue fairy's a little.
Oh yeah, she's right there.
Oh, yeah.
It's got,
Do we get rid of all three, or do we just get rid of like? Because I think out of the three, Fairy Godmother is the most powerful.
Yes.
But like, we don't know her true strength, says Oracle. Blue fairy is just a fairy, says Freezorn.
Yeah, I think Fairy Godmother is the only really busted one.
I mean, what have we seen her do besides go to the final world?
She can teleport people to the final world and fuck off. She can just
Yeah.
insta kill anyone.
Yeah,
Yeah.
seriously.
It's tough. So what do we do? Do we sub in one of the snubs? We could sub
I guess
in.
who do we sub in?
We could sub in the bathtub, the CDA
Ooh.
agent from Monstropolis. We could sub in one of the
I
Union
really-
Cross people
I really like the bathtub from
Nightmare.
Yeah.
I think
All
it's
right.
funny.
So we're just gonna sub in Fairy Godmother, not the other two, kind of like on the cusp wizard
Yeah, I
characters.
agree. I think-
Yeah.
I think Merlin has easy weaknesses to see, and
Okay.
Godmother is like.
Oh, there's the chat saying
Yeah.
Gaston.
Yeah, but like
Oh,
then we have like
Gaston's
one
fun.
Union Cross in there.
Oh, that's
that
true.
Gaston's fun. Yeah.
But the bathtub
So
is way more
Gaston in
fun.
bathtub.
I think
I
bathtub.
think
bathtub.
I think bathtub was
Which
yeah.
which means that the bathtub fucks up the seating because it looks like I see the bathtub at number one.
So funny.
That's awesome.
But like
Whatever.
this is definitely a more interesting conversation because who wins, the bathtub or Jiminy Cricket?
Yeah. Yeah.
Does
What's the
bathtub
bathtub's
have
weaknesses?
access to a toaster?
Let me
Like-
look up bathtub.
I consider the bathtub kind of like the wardrobe and the carpet. Like, you just have to kind of break it. And I don't think Jiminy Cricket is capable of breaking it.
Yeah, can Jiminy break a bathtub?
No,
Dude.
yeah.
They're just like hanging out in the
Counterpoint.
tub.
Jiminy is kind of a badass because he's the sole survivor of the Demon Tide
That's true.
fiasco.
Yeah,
So it takes a lot to
True.
kill the bitch.
Yeah.
that's a good point. I don't know. I mean,
As soon as he falls into the bathtub, it's fucking over though. That's it. You know.
Yeah.
is,
And the bathtub is like in Halloween Town. It's used to like the gore. It's used to like killing. So I
It's
think the
seen
bathtub
murder.
can,
It's seen shit.
can take
Jiminy
the-
has a body count in the manga.
that's true. Doesn't he defeat Luxord in the manga?
That's very funny.
third
I
cards,
mean,
yeah.
Is
How
the
does he
bathtub
kill
even
Luxord?
mortal? Like, what is the bathtub?
I think it's like as long as it breaks it. I think once it breaks.
Yeah. And there
It's
are
bad.
lots of other people who can break the bathtub. Just Jiminy can't do it.
Yeah,
So
I just think
loses.
Jiminy is yeah. How does he kill Luxord?
With cards. He
Yeah,
gets
with cards in the
gambling
manga,
game.
yeah.
Oh yeah, you can't kill the bathtub with cards. So
Mm.
I would say bathtub would win in this instance.
Okay, putting the bathtub through. Didn't think I'd be saying that today, but there you go. Okay, we have the 8-9 Dr. Jumba versus Pence.
Oh,
It's kind of
power of
like
Pence.
obviously
It's a
Dr.
cool
Jumba
matchup.
is in a weight class above Pence, right?
Right.
Like
Yeah.
Mhm.
he's
Yeah.
physically more imposing than Pence, but like does Pence have the ability to just kind of like rush Jumba, like push him over?
I don't,
don't
think
think
he's
so.
capable.
I think
Pence
he's
hasn't
stupid.
developed his like fighting prowess enough. He's
Yeah.
in school. Jumba
And
like
even-
is a killer.
And I don't
Yeah.
think
He went to
it's
jail.
going to outsmart him either. So I think
Dr.
Jumbo.
Jumba also has a gun.
Yeah. Jumba kind of is the Pence of Deep Space, or Pence is the
Yeah.
Jumba of Twilight Town. They're both of a similar archetype.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm good with Jumba. All right, and then we have Cutler Beckett versus Dopey the Dwarf.
Cutler Beckett has a gun.
Yeah, he
I
does.
don't like this. I don't like
That's-
this.
He does have a gun. Let me see if I can get Cutler Beckett on the screen here. I mean, Dopey's probably the least likely to put up a fight of all the dwarves, right?
Oh, absolutely.
But also,
Even
Cutler
Doc
Beckett's just
would.
like a dumb man who stands like that.
Yeah. A little wind could knock over Dopey, so I think
Yeah.
Cutler Beckett can.
All right,
probably
Cutler
knock him.
Beckett. Next up, Kevin Flynn versus Geppetto, both old men with sons.
Geppetto also has a gun.
Geppetto.
Geppetto has a crafting knife, probably.
Yeah.
Yeah, or like an
Oh, yeah.
oar. Also, it's just the same thing as Boo versus Clue again, right?
Yeah.
Kinda. Kevin Flynn is also just a nerd, and Geppetto has thrown himself into a whale.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah. Geppetto's
Geppetto
been through
wins.
shit.
Geppetto
Like an idiot
survives
would do.
through everything.
Yeah, but he's an
Yeah.
idiot.
Oh, man.
Like, he didn't deserve to survive.
He
Actually-
created a little puppet. He's
Jesus.
a master of his craft. He's so good at.
I don't remember how
I think
Pinocchio
he would
went.
kill.
Did he get like captured by the whale, or did no? Because like,
No, he was looking for Pinocchio.
He's
He
looking for
willingly
Pinocchio,
went
yeah.
into.
and then
That's true.
right, and then Pinocchio purposefully went into the whale, I guess,
Oh,
or
right.
tried to.
Even Flynn has the disc though.
But like again,
Yeah.
is he just data? Is he just like on a hard drive?
Oh, is this before he goes into the game, Kevin Flynn,
Mm.
or digital
Ooh,
Kevin?
that's
Probably
a good
after.
point, because we only ever see Kevin Flynn inside the game, but like Clue has always existed in the game, right? I've never seen
Right.
what is it? Tron? Tron Legacy, but
And all his powers are in.
You're right. We never see pre-grade and Cage. You're right.
Or the
So-
I would say Data Kevin Flynn
Is
then.
this
and
is this Data Geppetto versus Data Kevin Flynn?
I don't think Geppetto's ever been datatized, has he? I don't think in KH.
Well, yeah, I
he's
mean,
been a memory
hypothetically-
creature. Okay, if
hypothetically,
Geppetto
shoving
was-
him into
Right.
Data.
If Geppetto was on Kevin Flynn's home turf, then Kevin Flynn is the more built of the old men here.
right,
yeah.
But we gave Boo. Okay, this is happening like Keyblade Graveyard. Boo just like steps
But
on the
Boo
hard
has-
drive.
Yeah, but
Boo has the screen
Boo has the
power.
laugh
Yeah,
and the,
you're
and
right.
the scream and the cry. Geppetto doesn't have that.
I think Geppetto has way much more of an edge here. Like Kevin Flynn, what's his fighting ability?
What's Geppetto's,
he has-
David? What is
Geppetto has
Geppetto?
a carving knife. Geppetto's like been through the fascist regime of
Is that true? Is that when
Wrong
Pinocchio was set
Pinocchio,
during
David.
1940s Italy?
No, he's thinking of the fucking the
The
Netflix
Guillermo
one.
Oh.
del Toro version, yeah.
I haven't seen that one.
Um,
I mean, I think if you have Boo beat Clue, I think you have to have Geppetto beat Kevin.
I think this is so simple for Geppetto to win this. He's got a knife, and Kevin Flynn is only good at like creating stuff within the game. In
All
real
right.
life, Geppetto has the upper hand in every possible way. He also creates stuff.
Yeah.
I'm fine with Geppetto
Physically.
winning.
Okay. Moving on to 314, we got Sid versus Dr. Fink.
Sid.
Yeah, Sid
Sid
could
is
just like
literally
lift up
Dragoon.
his brain flap and just like touch his brain. You don't even have to like really hit it. I feel like if you just like kind of rub someone's brain, like what would happen?
Just
To,
Right,
pull
yeah.
it out, and well, there you go.
not again, yeah, not to be morbid, but like if someone just like pet your brain, like would that hurt? Would that be like really catastrophic? Could you come back from that?
I think it would just kind of like spaz
Like,
out.
would you get a headache? Like, would that have irreparable damage? Would it wear off?
Maybe it depends on where you touch it. I don't know.
Like, what part of the
I think he could
brain?
just
Yeah.
Rip out. I think if like he could just take his brain and rip it out. And
But like,
there
would
go.
you die? Like, let's say someone
Would he die? Would this creature, this little?
would Fink die. I'm just talking about me and you right now, or like any of us, any of us
Okay,
listening or watching. But like, if someone like did it like punch your brain, but just kind of like caressed it, would that be bad?
Yeah, I
They've
think
done
so.
that.
Yeah. I
They've
think
done
that would be bad.
open head surgery where like they put like electricity in your head.
That's true.
and
Yeah.
you're, like,
Yeah. What about
squeezing
brain
it.
surgeons? Yeah, they're always touching brains.
Yeah. It doesn't. There's no pain. It's just
Yeah.
you don't know how
I
to
think-
function for a little bit.
I think it
True.
would be really weird.
Anyway,
really
Sid.
Weird feeling, but yeah.
Yeah.
Anyways,
Yeah,
Sid is
Sid has
literally
branches.
Dragoon. Oh
Yeah.
my gosh.
We got Belle versus Cinderella. That's the easiest
love
Belle
this.
ever, right?
The girls are fighting.
The girls are fighting.
Okay, we were talking about this. I think
Yeah.
Cinderella has a shot because she's got the glass slippers. She could take that
Fair.
shit out, poke Belle's eye off. Belle has
Belle's
an
a
edge,
fighter though.
'cause
She has the elbow.
She's got
I
the pointy elbow.
guarantee
she's got the
that-
books.
All of Belle's physical stats are rockets ahead of Cinderella's. Like, it's not even close. Belle's got strength, got higher strength, perception, endurance, all the other Fallout ones.
Charisma.
Can Cinderella summon the rats? Can she bring her rat army with her?
Is that like an innate ability of Cinderella?
Okay, I'm
think
sorry.
so.
If Cinderella can bring the rats, Belle can bring the beast.
Exactly,
Okay, fine.
exactly, yeah.
You're
Okay,
right.
And
so
she's
it's Belle.
riding his ass into battle.
We've
No
seen
summons, no
Belle with the
summons.
Belba. We have not seen Cinderella give the business to any organization members. We have a body of work here.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, moving on. We got Rye out of Twilight Town versus Olaf from Arendelle.
Olaf sweep.
Yeah,
Really?
I think Rye is too dumb to realize that Olaf.
Rye would
can
kill
be like
himself
Elton.
by accident.
I'm
Yes,
like-
exactly.
Fully convinced that Rye defeats Olaf handily.
Oh my god.
Like,
I think
they're
Olaf
both
can
dumb.
kill people after Frozen 2. Like he's insane.
Fair,
He's
but this is KH3 Arendelle 1, you know?
I mean, he
I
melts
wouldn't
in
put
the
it past
Keyblade
him.
graveyard.
That's true. That's true.
Is
Olaf
this
would
in-
melt.
Is this located in the Keyblade graveyard?
That's kind of the idea, because it's like a flat no man's land, you know?
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
so then Rye wins because Olaf would.
I mean, is it
assume
hot
it's
there?
Maybe
warm in
it's
there.
Yeah.
maybe it's like a cold day in the Keyblade graveyard.
I mean, the
It
sun
ain't
is always
snowing.
setting there, isn't it? It's always kind of like
Cold
late.
day.
I don't think it matters. I don't think it matters
Not
what the
below
temperature
freezing.
is.
It's not below freezing, no.
Rye just
It's
has
not
to, like,
32 degrees.
do
I
this
think
to
Olaf
Olaf.
has been through worse weather.
That's true. I'm going Rye. Is everyone else going Rye? Do you
I'm
want to put
saying
a poll?
Rye.
No
Fuck,
way.
I'm going Olaf. I'm
I
going
think Olaf takes it. I think Olaf.
Well, it sounds like we're split 2-2, so I'm putting it to the chat. Who wins in a fight, Rye or Olaf? And again, it's not FF8 Rye, it's KH2 Rye. I still think KH2 Rye wins. He's just like a buff. What is he,
can't
like
count
16,
stairs.
15?
I think
He
Yeah,
can't count
I
stairs, but like Olaf's not smart either. They're both dumb. Olaf, they say, is kind of like the Rye of Arendelle.
But consider
bad.
this.
I
But
feel
consider
so.
this. I think wouldn't it be a lot more funny if Olaf won? Also,
It could be funny. I mean,
I know
who
that's
would...
not. I know that's not our deciding this, but also consider.
Rye is crushing Olaf in the poll. So we're gonna
Oh,
move
goodness.
move Rye along.
Ugh. Okay.
Yeah.
It doesn't
I
matter.
think
It doesn't
Rye
matter because they were gonna lose to Kala in the next round because Kala
Yeah.
is Piglet. Kala
that's
is
true.
also
My
a
pride is
fully
broken.
grown silverback gorilla or whatever. So
Happy
Yeah,
Pride.
sorry, Piglet.
Olaf takes it.
Piglet can't even like run a distance without falling. Like every
Yeah.
time that happens in KH1, he falls over. It's pathetic. I'm sorry, Piglet. Okay,
What if Chip was eaten by the crocodile?
that's my
Which
next
one?
video for March Caprice 5, actually.
Yes, finally.
Um,
lore
now
I
we
want.
have the next 116. We have the crocodile versus Chip Pots.
Is Chip the most
Easy
useless in
Chip
this
sweep.
bracket?
Um,
Chip
I
is the
think
most
so.
useless one in the bracket.
is Chip out of all of the 16 seeds the worst? Let me see.
I don't
We
wanna
have the
spoil
green.
this,
I mean,
but-
I think Chip could defeat like the Green Army men. Right?
I don't think so.
Chip
I
could
think
just
they
fall
would.
on them.
I
They
think the Green
die.
Army Men could push Chip off a
Yeah,
table.
Chip is more fragile. They
Pascal
fight each
would
other,
beat
they've
Chip.
got strategy.
Okay, what
I
about
think Chip sucks.
Jacques would beat Chip? Yeah.
Yeah, Jock.
Yeah.
Ham would beat Chip.
The
Um,
doorknob.
yeah, we have
Right,
some
Chip.
Well,
spoilers here.
that's fun because that's like porcelain versus porcelain.
Okay, so we're gonna go crocodile.
Either way,
Obviously, it doesn't matter.
crocodile,
Yeah. Even if the crocodile swallowed porcelain, I think he would just poop it out and it would be fine. It'd be fine.
Yeah, it'd
so,
be fun.
Yeah.
all right. We have Happy the Dwarf versus the Peddler. I swear this was not like on purpose that they like keep happening to be like a similar height. I do think the Peddler would be a bit more wily than Happy the Dwarf, right?
Yeah,
Are-
for sure.
And words for Kingdom Hearts consistency's sake, we're assuming that the Peddler is a separate character from Genie, right?
Yes, I don't think we're gonna go with the what is it, like the post-apocalyptic fucking. Oh wait, no, that's separate. There's like fucking 2 Aladdin theories, and I managed to get them mixed up. Yeah, the Peddler is voiced by Robin Williams. He also voices the Genie. I think it's just the Peddler.
Yeah.
I think the
Imagine
Peddler
what
beats
the
Happy.
Peddler's done to like get his merchandise. Like Happy could never.
Oh, he's killed men for sure.
Yeah.
All right.
For sure.
I think our only trio in the bracket, Huey, Dewey, and Louie, versus
All
another
three?
dwarf, Sleepy.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. Doing Louis easy.
Yeah, that's easy.
Easy.
Just
Like,
a
have you
pure
seen
The
numbers game.
non-sleeping.
Have you seen
opponents.
DuckTales? Easy. They
Yeah.
have body counts.
I think even if you leave one of the ducks out, they'd still win. If it was just
Yeah.
Huey and Dewey or
absolutely.
Louie and Dewey.
Yes.
Now, if it's one duck versus Sleepy, I think... I mean, but Sleepy is probably the least capable of the dwarves, right?
Oh,
Right.
100.
So,
Even if even one duck could defeat Sleepy. So
yeah.
This is
So that's easy. All right, Prince Charming versus Wendy. It's probably Prince
Well,
Charming, right?
Sorry, Wendy.
Yeah,
This is
sorry,
Prince
Wendy.
Charming.
Rip.
Hello, Wendy.
It's
Goodbye,
France
Wendy.
versus England. I think France wins.
What? You mean she
What?
wasn't one of the chosen ones?
Yeah. What? She was seated 13? Yeah, sadly. All right, Rip Wendy. Now we have Ling,
To be.
one of the soldiers from Land of Dragons, versus Eeyore, a depressed donkey.
This
my
matchup sucks.
I think
It's
Ling
Ling.
wins because
This is
Eeyore just
Ling,
doesn't
yeah.
have.
He's
the will
literally
to
in the
show up.
army.
Your
Yeah.
is a stuffed
Eeyore's
animal.
just like Eeyore's asking, like he's begging, just do it, get
Yeah.
it over with.
Just
Yeah.
Get
do
away this
it.
way.
Eeyore
How
is, without a
Eeyore
doubt,
seated 14?
he's seated 14 because he's the most excited about this bracket. Because he's like, finally, and then do it all.
Finally, yeah.
Yeah, and I mean, I seated
to
Ling
bow
3
down.
because he's like, you know, a military man. Like, he has
Yeah.
training.
Exactly.
So,
I'm too cowardly to do it myself.
now we're at a very interesting juncture here because we have the 6 seed
Oh,
Jane
it's
Porter
what?
versus the 11 seed Nominee. Now, like,
So funny.
Nominee has powers, right? But, like, not like
Against
powers
Jane.
against Jane.
Sure,
Like, she
yeah,
can
they're all
manipulate
Sora.
Sora's memory. I do think she has, like, non-Sora related abilities, right? Like, there's stuff that she can do that's not connected to Sora. But I
She
don't know if it would
broke
be... Yeah, she broke Riku Replica's mind.
I don't think
Um,
she can do that to anyone.
I feel like I just read something about Nominee on the wiki. Let me see if I can pull up the Nominee article. Under her abilities section. While not directly stated, Nominee's powers do not affect those who only know of Sora and are not close to him. Xemnas and Axel were able to remember Sora. At the same time, she seems able to preserve some memory of him in selected individuals. Okay, so never mind. That's still Sora. That's
Yeah.
still
So-
Sora.
It's all about Sora.
Okay, what about
Power
this?
Is Sora.
What about
She
this?
was
Also,
yeah.
go ahead, Shane.
I was gonna say she was also in Kingdom Hearts 3 able to call in the tactical nuke known as Lingering Well.
That's true. I don't think that's allowed here.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I don't
that's
think she
not
does
allowed.
that here. But Jane, like, lives in the jungle. She swings with Tarzan.
Yeah.
You know, she lives like in the like. I think this
Yeah.
is so simple for Jane.
Yeah.
I think a 1v1 Jane would win, yeah.
I do want to point
Jane-
out
Jane
another
is trapped.
ability of Nominee. It says she has the power, I think it's in the Riku campaign, has the power to lock away the darkness in hearts by removing all memory of it, which is not to do with Sora. So she could hypothetically... I don't know, that wouldn't help in a fight against Jane. I just wanted to point out that that's a thing she can do.
Yeah, I think
Maybe
Jane.
she
I think
has-
Nominee would win against like antagonists like Hans or something. But
Yeah, I could see that.
against Jane, no.
Jane wins.
Yeah.
Okay, sorry Nominee, dies in the first round. We have Sneezy versus Pooh,
Oh my god. How do you
which
pick?
is... Like, if a dwarf was named
Oh.
Hungry, that's what Pooh would be.
I
Right,
think
yeah,
Pooh-
he's the 8th dwarf.
I think Pooh would accidentally kill.
Maybe Pooh wins, dude.
You think
by
Pooh wins?
accident, Pooh
I
just
like the
happens to win.
I like the idea that none of them go anywhere, so then they release bees into the arena, and then Sneezy dies of allergic reaction to the bees, and Pooh's just like, oh, honey, he's survived bees.
Yeah.
It's like his Mortal Kombat
Sneezy is
finisher.
going. Yeah, Sneezy is going into the match already incapacitated, so Pooh like already has an advantage.
Have you ever
Yeah.
tried to fight with allergies? It sucks.
That's true.
I've
I've been in several fist fights that I've lost only because I kept sneezing.
I had allergies, right? Exactly.
Yeah.
All my fist fights. Yeah.
And I mean, Pooh is like, he's not like a real bear. See, you know what we haven't really considered, and maybe we've been unfair and inconsistent. It's like, okay, Kevin
Okay,
Flynn and
well-
Clue, they're made of data, but like Pooh and Tigger and Neo, like they're all stuffed animal creatures inside a book. So it's
Yeah.
like, do they all auto lose?
The
If all of
concept
the-
of Pooh or Sneezy.
Yeah.
Because
I mean-
he's like an imagination creature. Right?
Yeah, right.
By imagination.
I think we've been inconsistent. I think if Pooh goes through here, I think we have to go and revise the grid ones. I feel like...
But the only other things we dealt with were like Conga, the actual stuffed like kangaroo, and Tigger versus Sebastian.
Yeah.
Tigger versus...
Very real crab, yeah.
I think we've been good on everybody else.
But I'm saying... Yeah, okay. Alright, so it's Pooh?
It's Pooh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Pooh.
Yeah. Does Pooh have his like honeypot?
Sure. Why not?
Then he wins easy.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure. But like Sneezy has like arrow elemental affinity, right? Because in the D-Link, you get the D-Link with the dwarves or Snow White, and you get Sneezy, and that does an arrow attack. But yeah, Pooh has a honeypot and a gun, so whatever.
Yeah.
We have Yao versus Rue. I think it's Yao, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
The 2 seed, just a burly army man. Makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay. Another 116. We have Mufasa versus the doorknob. It's Mufasa, right?
Love that.
I like the idea that the doorknob yawns and out of the keyhole shoots a giant beam and just kills Mufasa.
Yeah. I don't think that's what
I
happens,
think
Shane. I think doesn't Sora shoot the beam into the doorknob's mouth hole?
Well, that means it's in the mouth hole. He could spit it back out, right?
Oh, okay. It's like Kirby, where you like inhale and you eject.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna put
I'll have
Mufasa
you know
through.
that my cat is constantly like eating my doorknobs, so please understand.
Yeah, it's canon.
Yeah.
We have canon for that. All right, we got a Lumpy versus Clarabelle Cow. It's Clarabelle, right?
Baby elephant versus a cow.
Yeah. Okay. When you put it that way.
I like the pretty colors.
But like, it's not a real baby elephant. It's like Lumpy, as Keynote said, who is just bedazzled by colors. I feel like Clarabelle Cow, especially Country of the Musketeers. I know she doesn't appear in that in the game, but like she's a villain in the movie. I feel like she would just kick over Lumpy and it's over.
I want Lumpy dead immediately. Give the win to Clarabelle, please.
Please kill
Also, Lumpy
Lumpy
is British. Yeah, we want him dead.
All right.
Or her dead. I'm not sure.
I think Lumpy's male. So look at that, girl power rules.
Girl power
British
rules.
is a debuff, yes.
Okay.
Happy Women's History Month, actually. Really
We got
for you this time.
Grumpy versus Meg.
Oh,
I think it's Grumpy, and I'm sorry. I know we just said WHM, but I feel like it's probably Grumpy. Meg doesn't have any powers. I just feel like Grumpy, despite the height difference, is just an angry man full of rage.
I was gonna make a very anti-Women's History Month joke.
It is a shame, because Grumpy is
We are all thinking
a misogynist.
Yeah.
But, like, not in KH, is he? Is he? I don't remember.
No, but he's pissed at Van.
Yeah.
That has nothing to do with Women's History Month. I'm just saying he's angry.
I mean, I think...
Oh, he potentially has a pickaxe. You're right. And dwarf strength.
Yeah.
Yeah.
God, such a brutal way to go. I'm so
it
sorry,
sucks.
Meg.
I feel bad for Meg. I do think it's Grumpy.
Yeah. Sorry,
Who would
Meg,
win?
love you.
Omasorba says, pissy man-child or feminine rage. Have we ever seen Meg be angry?
I think I would lose to Meg, but I think I could beat up Grumpy.
I think I would absolutely lose to Grumpy
Yeah, I
and
think
potentially
so, too.
Meg, but I think Grumpy wins over
Can
Meg.
Meg like manipulate Grumpy? You think?
No, I think
I
Meg
don't
gets
think so.
manipulated, doesn't she?
Yeah.
I guess she manipulates Hercules a little bit, but she's like half in on it, right? Hades like
Yeah.
puts her up to it.
Hades
I think-
comes with a plan.
Grumpy is too angry to die.
Yeah, I agree. He's like the lingering well of the Dwarf Woodlands, they say.
Yeah.
All
He's an
right.
angry little man, as we call them.
I'm just gonna keep doing that joke over and over. We have Maximus, the horse, versus the White Rabbit.
Oh,
Maximus.
Yeah, this is Maximus.
Maximus,
Easy work.
yeah.
I'm sorry, Omasorba.
A war horse versus a small little rabbit.
Yeah, a cowardly rabbit as well, on top of it all. If it was rabbit without being white, it was just rabbit from 100 Acre Wood, who is
I
not
think
a white rabbit.
might win.
Not White Rabbit.
I think Rabbit from 100 Acre Wood has a shot against Maximus.
Yeah.
Yes.
But yeah.
Yeah.
But not this. Not this
No.
rabbit.
Yeah. All right. We got Sam Flynn versus a Moogle.
Oh man. What do
It's tough.
I don't know anything about Moogles.
I don't either.
They
I know
seem-
Mog is like a party member in 6.
In 7, in the first part, so this isn't spoiler. In
Yeah.
the first part of 7 remake, there is a Moogle summon, I believe.
Yeah, yeah.
Right,
But
I
also,
do
like,
remember.
Sam has the dual disc, and the whole movie was him making his way through the fascist regime of Clue's army. Like,
Which is
Oh, God.
Moogle's big thing is capitalism. So
Yeah. I mean,
I think.
if we're going with a KH
Sam-
Moogle, go ahead.
Sorry, Sam has the fucking disc, and that's all I'm gonna say. Muggles
Yeah.
in KH don't have weapons.
Yeah.
They really
They don't
don't.
have anything.
I know everyone's gonna be upset, but like, if we just go with like Organization 13 Moogle as like our base KH Moogle, I don't think it beats Sam Flynn.
Yeah,
Sam is like good enough to escape like real world police. Like, I think
Yeah.
I think he
Yeah.
can get through the Moogle.
But
Great.
is this Sam Flynn inside the fucking computer?
No, I'm
Oh,
talking
no.
about like the real world. Like, he jumps off.
Yeah.
Sam
before-
Flynn,
or
Sam can
jump
go
off
in and
the-
out.
Lovely. Yeah,
So
Sam like has a motorcycle and
yeah,
does he have a gun? I don't think he has a gun.
he could get a gun.
Yeah.
Moogles can travel to any world.
Sam
Sora
knows how
can't
to
even do.
Moogles-
use the market.
Moogles can synthesize the
That's
ultimate
it.
weapon.
So Sam Flynn shops on the black market, and Moogles sell through the black market. I think Sam is the winner.
So
of
the
this
Moogles control what
interaction.
Sam gets.
Well,
Oh,
that was the opposite point of
do they?
Here's
have
the thing.
free
You're saying the
control of
Moogle can craft the ultimate weapon. Can it wield it without falling over?
Absolutely not. It
Right.
can barely wield a
Absolutely.
knife, and the Ton
And you would need to have all the materials.
Yeah.
They're asking you to get the materials.
Mm.
The
Yeah,
chat's
you're
gonna
right.
be mad, but it's obviously Sam Flynn.
It's Sam, yeah.
And we're gonna
Sam
block
Flynn.
this part of the VOD for vodka so she doesn't see it.
Moogles control the flow of commerce.
Well, speaking of Rabbit, the regular Rabbit is here. Not debuffed by whiteness. It's Rabbit versus Olette.
I need Rabbit to win the whole bracket. It's very important to me.
Can we get Rabbit and White Rabbit? No, White Rabbit already lost.
That already failed. Good plan.
I
So
think Rabbit and Alette would be like best friends.
I could see them
I think
getting
they would
along,
love
yeah.
each other.
Yeah.
I mean, here's the thing. Rabbit... There's Rabbit. I mean, Olette doesn't have the nail bat from the manga. I will say.
if Olette stepped on Rabbit's vegetables,
Oh,
Yeah, Rabbit would be pissed.
Rabbit's
It's
whole thing is
over.
like the tenacity. Rabbit has so much like resilience. He will get anything done.
Yeah.
He's like Sisyphus. He will forever fight against the system.
He's
Can
also
he...
like gigantic.
He's
like
got
a
big
full human
kicking feet.
size.
Yeah, I feel
He's
like...
as tall as a child.
Like, yeah, Olette and Rabbit would be,
Rabbit.
like, the same height, right?
I
Yeah.
think Olette is scrappy though.
Yeah,
Is
I do
Olette?
think she is.
she has the nail bat. Yeah, you're right.
I said no nail bat. That's from the
No,
manga.
no, nail bat,
No!
nail bat.
We can give Olette like the nail bat if we can give Rabbit something.
Also
Can we
a
give
nail
Rabbit
bat.
like farm tools, like a pickaxe or something?
If they
I
both
just-
had a nail bat.
I just read in the chat. Here's how you know that I've spent way too much time with the three of these people. Is that someone said Rabbit is like Sisyphus, and it didn't even register with me. It was one ear out the other. Like, it was like... I don't know which one of
Rabbit
you
is
said it, and I'm
constantly
not
putting
surprised.
Up with like Pooh and the rest of his friends ruining his garden.
Yeah.
Constantly
Oh,
fixing
okay. Got it. That's how.
this
That's
would
how
be a
Rabbit.
Sisyphus,
What am I-
yeah.
Got
What are
it.
you talking about?
Okay. It's like a pumpkin though, or a cabbage instead of a boulder.
Yeah. And,
It's
yeah, Sora
difficult.
keeps smacking it back at the head.
Yeah.
I'm happy with anybody winning, but
I lean Olette on this.
okay, I
But-
lean Rabbit to be honest, but I'll take whatever.
I feel like we need to give the chat some red meat
I
here
think we
because
do, yeah.
we let the
Yeah,
Moogle die.
That's fine. That's fine.
So we'll go
I could
Olette.
go either way.
But then Olette's gonna lose to Sam Flynn. I'm sorry. That's just what happens in the next round. Okay, Pluto versus Sally. Give that to.
Sally.
I think it's Pluto,
I
right?
think Pluto. Pluto has a lot of tricks up his sleeve that we don't know about.
Sally is very.
Sally is spending the whole movie escaping Dr. Finkelstein.
She's very scrappy, but in a different way.
She's right. She's literally made of
literally
scraps.
scraps.
Yeah, she's
Yeah.
like the Danny DeVito. I'm here for the scraps, except I am the
Does-
scraps.
Here's a question: does Sally like unscrew her arm or whatever, throw it down to let Pluto knock?
Oh, and
it,
Pluto
then
thinks it's
come
like a
at him from
stick.
behind? Yeah.
Oh man,
No, I think
And then,
Pluto
but then
just
she has to
come
kill
out-
Pluto.
I think Pluto just outspeeds Sally before she
yeah,
can do anything.
I think Pluto
I-
would like run into her just like Oogie Boogie, like punches her.
Oh yeah,
and she would just
Sally.
go flying.
Sally has no endurance. Pluto has like 10
Yeah.
agility. Sally's got 0 endurance, and I think
No,
Pluto
I don't
wins.
think so. I think Sally
Really?
is better at outsmarting Pluto. Like Pluto's got the power of like steam dark portals, but
Yeah.
She's got no reflexes. She could not like she would. See
I think
it coming
Sally
and
unscrews
not
her
react.
arm and then takes out Pluto.
I just think like an angry dog of Pluto's size would defeat like a corpse woman.
Yeah. Sally
Yeah,
was
She
just
is,
in
she is
there.
a corpse woman though. She lives for
That's
anything.
true.
She lives through everything.
But then at that point, David, we gotta sub out Sally and put in someone else because she's like
No,
a
but
fucking
Sally,
ghost.
like loses to like Lumiere. It's so easy.
That's true.
Right.
Sally does lose to Lumiere because she would just be lit on fire. She's made of like paper mache.
Yeah.
Right. Her weakness is like water and fire. So.
Okay, I'm leading Pluto. Who else
I'm-
in the call?
I'm
I'm
leaning
leaning
Pluto.
I'm sorry, David. I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine.
All
I'll
right.
put up for Sally.
We have not fully grown gorilla, but still a gorilla Turk versus Flounder.
Turk.
Yeah.
Turk.
Especially if we're in Keeley Graveyard, Flounder's just like Magikarping on the floor,
Holy moly.
and that's it.
I-
Okay.
That's in fucking pieces.
This next one, I don't know how you put Remy at 16 seed, but Remy can control people.
I really, honest to God,
It's like
forgot about it, and I know it's the
one
crux
seed.
of the film, but I forgot.
Remy is the best character.
Here's the thing, like, okay, how does the fight begin? Remy is on the floor of the Keeley Graveyard,
Sure.
and Captain Shang, like, and I don't know, there's a world where Remy avoids the sword swings of a Li Shang, and is able to get into his hair.
Remy's in Remy's movie. Remy is avoiding that like head chef the whole time, like
Yeah.
constantly
Yeah.
avoiding,
Yeah.
crawling around.
Yeah.
Like I think he can
Also-
call up Li Shang and control him.
Think
kill
about
Let's-
it. How easy do you actually think it is to hit a running mouse with a sword? Like,
Yeah.
that shit's
Yeah.
hard. These
Yeah.
things are fast.
Yeah, and he has exposed hair.
I
Yeah.
think Li Shang is good at,
It isn't a
like,
bun though.
controlling other people, but like he's not so good at like actually the
Yeah.
combat aspect of it.
He has a
Especially when it
sword.
comes down, like to a small swift rat, you know.
It's a good point. Like, if I, like, obviously Shang would be stronger than me, but if I'm, like, a human man guy with a sword, and there's a rat that's hell-bent on getting on top of my head,
Yes,
and is moving
yes.
at rat speeds,
If-
I'm not going to be
if
able to
Remy-
hit it.
If Remy's getting to the top of Li Shang's head, then
Yeah.
It's over.
Remy
It's
wins
over.
I am honestly a very large fool for putting Remy 16. I just totally forgot. I was like, oh, it's a rat. I forgot about, like, the whole kind of crux of the film, which is that Remy controls minds with... Like, it's
Yeah.
not a one-off. It's not like, oh, you
That's
need
special.
Linguini. He does it to Sora as well.
Does it to Sora? Yeah.
So yeah, we know that wow, 16 over the 1. Yeah. Are we all in agreement on that?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. I'm
I
not
don't
even
mind
doing
if
it as a
it's a
joke.
top
I think legitimately that's the canon event.
Yeah, top 16 probably is what I think Remy makes it to.
Okay. Well, unless he comes up against someone with no hair.
Yeah, that's true.
We'll see. All right, we got Neku versus the Queen from Dwarf Woodlands.
Neko for sure.
Yeah, go.
Yeah, right? I mean,
Well, what does
The
Neku
Queen-
does he have? He has his pins, right? Is that?
I mean in KH he doesn't. What does he have in
Slow
KH?
motion. He can
In
slow
K-
motion.
But he can have.
You're right, he can flow motion.
Have 3 meters if he's allowed.
But he
Well,
has
okay,
like
the Queen. The
Go
Queen
ahead.
has her like hammer thing, the heart hammer, whatever. The
what does she have?
Oh wait, no,
The
not
devil.
Queen of not Queen of Hearts.
Oh no,
The
yeah,
Queen
Snow White
from-
Queen.
Oh,
This one.
I'm thinking of a
Oh my
different
God.
Queen. Okay, my bad.
Snow White.
And is she in
Oh,
witch
that's
form or
even
queen
better.
mode?
No, dude. Like,
She
I
has
think
All
the
she
Queen-
has is throwing potions.
Yeah,
and
I don't know.
apples.
or
So,
apples. Ooh, I want an
Neko-
apple. Anyway,
Even
sorry.
if Neko didn't have
I think
powers, I
Neku
think
would be like,
Neko, like in hand-to-hand combat, he would just be able to kill her with his
Yeah.
bare hands. I think.
Yeah, I think so.
And he wouldn't even care. I think he would.
You
Even
wouldn't
without his pins
consider-
or dream eaters.
that the Queen could like poison Neku.
I don't think he'd fall for it. He's like smart.
I think he's smarter than Snow White.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll
He
take
would,
it.
like,
Yeah.
he would not trust.
He also has a
stranger.
gif of a tattoo on his hand. That's so sick. I think the Queen would just be
Okay.
marveled by that. So
Okay. Yeah, we can let
Tattoo?
Neku.
a tattoo gif. Okay. We have another duo here. We have Anastasia and Drizella versus another Tubi character, Rhyme.
I'm
Um,
not
Rhyme-
familiar with Rhyme's abilities.
Me
Rhyme
neither.
is Baby.
Rhyme is smart. Rhyme is the smartest child in the world. I think
That's
she would
true.
win.
Rhyme is baby, but she's also the size of baby.
Yeah.
You know?
Right.
Anastasia and Drizella are
This
like
is baby.
rampaging monsters. I think.
Right. They are fully grown, angry women.
Yes.
They are dumb.
I think
You'll find them at Macy's looking for the last like cloth or the last lecture.
Yeah,
And
the,
Ryan
the cloth is on
destroying
sale at
Ryan to get
Macy's.
it.
They
Yeah.
have
Ryan
if there's a Black Friday
canonically
sale, yeah.
would out-bully them. She would make Anastasia and Drizella feel like shit, and they would kill
Yeah.
themselves.
Keynote, is the
I
gender
think-
rulebook a part of this?
Yes, she
Yeah.
would
Oh my
eat
God.
the gender
Oh
rule
my
book.
God.
That would
She
make her
eats
really
the gender
powerful.
rulebook.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's true. Yeah, I forgot about the gender rule book.
It's really
I mean-
important to consider that.
Then again, like, Anastasia and Drizella, they're in, like, their fucking 1800s, like, you know, noblewoman getup. Like, it's probably really hard to move. They're probably wearing, like,
Yeah.
heels, and they're, like, stuck in a corset. Even two of them
Yeah.
against Rhyme, I feel like, yeah, I was kind of against Rhyme going into this, but I think she probably would win.
I think she wins, honestly.
Okay.
I don't even
No?
against two. You're saying Anastasia and Drizella lose?
I think, like,
Yeah.
like a young
They're-
child
they're,
of
like-
Rhyme's age could outmaneuver two French noblewomen stuck in corsets and heels.
David, I think
No
you are.
way.
I think you're
I agree.
underestimating how much of a genius Rhyme is.
Rhyme is very, very smart, but I'm just
Rhyme is
saying Anastasia and Drizella
incredibly
are so
smart.
chaotic and destructive.
Does
And they,
Ryan
like-
have 3 meters? We're gonna say no for that, correct?
Mhm,
I
mhm.
think they would. I think Anastasia and
This is
Drizella would
1v1.
just trip over each other and
Wow.
cause their own demise, and Rhyme
I think-
would just be like, "Well, you guys suck."
David
I mean,
says give
even
them
in,
one
like-
Pringles chip.
Give them one Pringle. Give them a one Dorito. They will
Yeah.
die.
It's pizza
They will
flavored.
die.
Yeah. Does she have Doritos? That's a good question.
No.
You know, the more fun thing is to consider who's going to be fun against the next matchup.
No, no,
And-
you're playing the game.
No, you can't
wrong,
metagame.
actually.
No metagaming. I'm going Rhyme.
Yeah.
Y'all think of Rhyme. Okay.
Yep.
Oh, fine.
I think
We got the
I'm
Blue
going
Fairy
Rhyme.
versus the Grand Councilwoman. Abe was like,
No.
how do you have Pringle? I happen to have some. So the Blue Fairy, right?
Yeah,
What
Blue
can
Fairy.
Yeah.
What can the Blue Fairy do?
That's a good question.
She can bring stuff to life.
But can't she bring stuff to
pebbles
dead?
life.
But I was gonna say, can she reverse that?
Yes.
You would think that she
Oh.
probably
The Grand
could, like,
Councilwoman is the Yen Sid of Lilo and Stitch. I don't think that she's doing anything in this matchup.
but the Yen Sid of Lilo and Stitch would at least be able to part the Galactic Sea at least once.
Against
not even
the
that.
Blue Fairy?
No, I don't
the
think.
Blue Fairy can part the Galactic Sea.
I agree, but you said that the Grand Councilwoman was the Yen Sid of space. I don't think she is.
Yeah,
Well,
I
yeah,
think
she's sitting and not doing anything. and
she's
letting
just
the
a
Blue Fairy-
wrinkly lady who's an alien.
I think if we took away the Blue Fairy's like powers and just had them duke it out like hand-to-hand combat, like hair pulling, all that shit, maybe the Grand Councilwoman had a chance, but I think the Blue Fairy takes it.
I think just for the future of the bracket, I need to know what the Blue Fairy is capable of because we're just going to run into this over and over.
Yeah.
So
I think she can bring stuff to life. So
I'm
like,
busting
like
out the big
wood-
guns.
Yeah, she can bring like pebbles and wood to life. That's her power, I think.
I'm
And
going
she
to the
can
Disney
bring
Wiki.
dreams to life.
Let's see what her
She's just-
abilities are.
Diet
say.
Fairy Godmother.
Yeah.
And say,
yeah.
wait, no,
Against
powers
the
and
Fairy
abilities.
Godmother, Blue Fairy loses, but
The
I
Blue
think she's-
Fairy is undoubtedly one of Disney's most powerful fairies. Her greatest feat
Christ.
being her ability to breathe life into inanimate objects such as Pinocchio. She can also teleport through light and turn objects into humans. She's also showed the power to enchant things, as shown when she enchanted Pinocchio's nose to make it grow every time he lied and shrink it every time he told the truth.
That's
so-
true.
I think she might win.
Yeah.
Like,
I
definitely
think the
against
Blue
Ground
Fairy
Councilwoman,
in this
I'm just
one-
thinking about, like, future matchups, like, what are the limitations? What are the extent of BF's powers?
I say, I say what's listed in this thing here is
Okay.
she's able to manipulate body parts. She's able to bring things to life and enchant things. Yeah. I say we go back to that paragraph.
All right, Blue
I
Fairy.
think it's good.
So keep that tab open.
Yeah. Yeah. Next up, Kristoff versus Kyrie's grandma. just like a real life matchup that could happen. Just like a built man versus an old lady. Like,
Yeah.
unfortunately, I don't
we're
think.
talking about like an ice cutter for a profession versus an old
Yeah.
woman. I
Now,
don't-
is Kyrie's grandma any one of the previous
Olette,
women who
yeah.
have appeared in the series?
She is Olette. That's correct. Yeah.
Yeah, unfortunately, I do think
Yeah. Kristoff
we're
gets
only going to be
this
telling stories of Kyrie's grandma's feet here, and she died.
one.
Feet
Her
as in
what?
F-E-A-T, not F-E-E-T. Like an impressive feet, not foot.
Kyrie's
Should,
grandma has impressive feet.
as
We
impressive.
haven't seen it. We haven't seen. Maybe in the
Damn.
next game. Maybe in Cage
I hope
4.
not.
Look at
Or
Kyrie's
not.
barefoot Kyrie's grandma running around in water.
I'm good. I think.
Yeah. All right.
They
Not
her
Chewy
doing
characters.
a foot-only run.
A lot of Chewy characters on this side. We have Randall versus Shiki.
Ooh.
Okay.
Randall is kind of conniving.
All
This is
right.
the funniest one to me.
I do
Are
think
we
Randall
talking
wins.
about Twee-wee spoilers? Can we do that?
No, because we didn't. I
don't
don't
know
care
if
about.
we
I don't
would,
care
though.
about Chewy spoilers, but I don't want people in chat to get spoiled. But someone in the community post said that like Beat is more powerful than you would think he is. I assume that could also apply to Shiki and maybe any of the Chewies. But if it's Dream Drop Shiki, I think Dream Drop Shiki loses to Cage 3 Randall.
That's a good comparison, and I agree. Yes,
Okay.
Randall would win Dream Drop Shiki.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good stuff.
I have
Yeah,
no
I agree.
problems with that.
I think Randall like disappears into the wall and then does a sneak attack against
Yeah.
Shiki on them.
Yeah.
We have Sven, the reindeer, versus Scrooge McDuck, the duck.
Oh, Scrooge, 100%.
Really?
Have you
I-
seen DuckTales?
No.
I've-
No, Sven.
But again,
Sven.
It's like we say, have we
it's a
seen
real
DuckTales? But like,
reindeer.
have you played Chewy? Like, what do we do with that? You know?
He's a real giant reindeer.
I think a big reindeer destroys Cage 2 Scrooge McDuck.
Can Scrooge bring anything he buys into the battle?
He can have his
No.
cane. Anything that's in your model, I think you're allowed to absolutely use.
That's fair.
Even though we've totally gone
Well,
against
I
that and
was-
been like, what about the glass slipper or like potions? Like,
I was thinking, like, does Scrooge have his even like a sea salt ice cream or like a carrot or something to distract Sven?
I mean, I think Sven eats a
'Cause
sea salt ice cream.
He has that sea salt ice cream in the scene, so I don't
Yeah.
know if he can just bring that out and
Is
Yeah.
that in one of his renders?
distract Sven. Can he ride Sven into like a wall? I don't know.
David, the fight starts with Sven and Scrooge McDuck on No Man's Land, and they're both pissed at each other.
Yes. So Scrooge McDuck puts down an ice cream.
No,
And goes over to eat
No.
it, and then Scrooge.
No,
I
Scrooge doesn't
think
have ice cream.
Sven just rams into
Yeah.
them like no questions
I
asked.
hate to be
Kills
pragmatic
him
about it. I think we're ruining David's fun tonight. I think David's got a buzz, and he's like, these guys suck.
This is fine.
All right, we got Chien-Po versus the Dumpy, Miss Spots.
Oh, Dumpy!
No, it's unfortunately actual human soldier man. Chien-Po
I think
defeats-
Does
Chien-Po.
Mrs. Potts have tea in her at the time?
That's
Ooh.
true.
Does she ever? Is that
She
any
does
Beauty
now.
and the Beast heads?
In-
Any B&B heads in the chat?
In the battle, like in the movie, like she commands plates and forks to attack the townsfolk.
Yeah, I don't think they're allowed here though.
So she's more
They're
like
not
a
allowed
leader
to.
than like an attacker.
Yeah, you're right.
Doesn't-
Yeah, you're right. You're
Doesn't
right.
Miss Potts do something in that one escort mission in Cage 2? Like she breaks some boxes or something?
No, you have to break the boxes because she's afraid of boxes.
Oh,
She
so she
helps
doesn't do
you
anything.
light.
She
the
does nothing.
thing.
She
Yeah, but-
sprinkles the. Wait, yeah. Why does she help? Aren't you lighting lanterns? Why is she putting water on them?
I
Or is she
don't
like
know.
she like pouring like water on the
Oil.
darkness? Oil?
Maybe oil? I don't know.
But isn't Lumiere with you? Is what like whatever. it's
I don't
it's
know.
Chien-Po. We're finally done with the first round. So
Holy shit! After
move
an hour
on
and 11 minutes.
to the round of 64. These will speed up, right? Elsa beats the carpet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. Fair.
Okay. Gibbs versus Quasimodo.
Gibbs
Quasimodo.
has a gun.
I
Gibbs. Does he have a gun though in KH?
No, I don't think so.
Oh.
And Quasimodo is like jacked, and he has the acrobatics, and
Yeah.
I think Quasimodo wins
Yeah.
easily.
All right. Quasi. Next, Abu versus Beat.
Fuck, that's
Um,
hard. That's really hard, actually.
It's got to be Beat, right?
I don't know. I think
I'd say yes. I
Like,
would, yeah. 100%.
How big is Abu? Like, if Abu was like a chimpanzee, like Turk size, but still like a chimpanzee, like obviously Abu would win. But Abu's like a little baby monkey. Like, what even kind of monkey is he?
a silly
know.
one.
A little
Abu's
silly guy.
Jeez.
Abu is smarter than Beat, but I think
a
yeah.
tufted
Go ahead.
capuchin.
Oh,
Tufted capuchin monkey.
and is Abu typical size for one of those? I feel like I don't know. We're not zoologists. I'm going
I
Beat.
don't know.
You guys going Beat?
I'm going beat.
Okay.
Okay, fine.
You gonna beat him.
We got Frollo versus Korra. We put Korra through again, but she is Data, right? So it's like
Yeah.
I
What do you
still feel like she would win somehow.
she would just jump out of the computer.
Yeah, like I mean,
Bro,
she does do that.
Frollo is from when the fuck ever. Like he would be like, "Oh, technology, that's Satan," and then Korra would just kill him.
Yeah, we've been inconsistent with the grid stuff, but I don't know. Like we had Boo beat Clue, so we should probably have Frodo beat Korra. But
but like, I think Boo's determining thing is that she
is the laugh and the cry.
Yeah, she has her laugh power. I think that was the
okay. Okay, so Korra.
Yeah, I'd say Korra.
All right.
Korra.
We return to Merlin and Chesh. It's Merlin, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's just as magical and whimsical. He could find the true character.
Let me ask you this: is Merlin the most powerful person left in the bracket?
I think he's tied with the Blue Fairy.
Right. Is that where it's gonna end up?
No, Merlin can be outwitted. Is what I'm waiting for.
Yeah.
So
do you think Merlin is dumber than the Blue Fairy?
Yes.
Merlin is more experienced than the Blue Fairy.
I would think so.
Do we know that?
I think Blue Fairy is probably just like really young but very powerful. You know.
I mean,
Merlin
in the movie,
has some experience.
in Sword and Stone, Merlin can turn to animals.
Yeah.
There's that. But whatever. It's Merlin for now.
Yeah, it's Merlin.
We'll get to it later. Pongo versus Prince Eric.
Prince Eric knows how. Prince Eric has a dog.
That's true.
And he knows how to handle them, I think. Not a Dalmatian, but...
I mean,
so
a fully grown man would defeat a fully grown Dalmatian, right? Like, I wouldn't. I'd probably lose to a Dalmatian, but Eric's way more built than me.
I was gonna say, are you a fully grown man?
I don't think I'm done growing. I hope not.
Oh, honey.
No. The longer we keep Prince Eric here, the more Peanut can make these.
I'm gonna go with Eric.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Eric.
Next. Kanga versus Lumiere.
Okay, so Kanga is a like stuffed animal?
I don't know. Is she? Like, it's so tough.
Because Lumiere burns Kanga into smithereens if...
Yeah, like, if Kanga's a stuffed animal, then yeah, Lumiere would win, but like...
I think he would win regardless, to be honest.
Really? Kanga's a kangaroo, Keynote. Have you seen one?
Kanga is a mother.
He is made of fire.
How do you kill Lumiere?
If you plop Kanga into Beast Castle, she defeats Lumiere.
If she can kick Lumiere into the ocean, then yeah, she wins. So,
or if he like snaps in half or something.
There's no ocean in the Keyblade graveyard.
Yeah.
It's true.
Like, what if we put a lake in there? What if we decided to put a lake in the Keyblade graveyard?
In one of the big craters.
Yeah. Okay, there's a lake now.
I think regardless of the fire of it all, I think Kanga is a fucking fully grown kangaroo.
That is true, yeah. She has, like, fighting spirit. Lumiere doesn't have a fighting spirit, I don't think.
Does Kanga have a fighting spirit?
I think Kanga can definitely kill people.
I think we're gonna put this to chat.
I don't know.
Who wins in a fight? Kanga, Lumiere.
Realistically, like, Kanga being a stuffed animal would lose to the candle, but...
Right.
Like, if they're actual personalities and she's, like, a real kangaroo, then she wins.
But if you took, like, both of their models as relative to Sora in the games, Kanga would beat Lumiere.
Yeah, that's also true.
So it's like, I don't even know. I guess that's the point of this.
I'm gonna say Lumiere. I'm just gonna say Lumiere.
Is there a scene where Lumiere, like, gets angry and, like fire erupts from the candle top tips? Or am I crazy?
Not that I can think of.
Okay, I might make it up.
I think you're thinking of Hades.
Cool. Hades versus Kanga.
I was leaning towards Kanga, and it looks like the chat is as well.
Alright.
That's fine.
Kanga.
I'll take the L.
Anna versus Phoebus. I think it's Phoebus.
Phoebus got a sword.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
Anna has a sword.
Yeah.
But he's got military training.
He's got military training.
True. Yeah. That's true.
Sorry.
And he has like defensive. He's got that armor. So.
Yeah. Anna's wearing like a coat.
Yeah.
Like a jacket.
She's a leader. She's not really a fighter.
Oh, Kerchak versus Phil. Kerchak just snaps Phil evenly in half.
I love that idea.
Absolutely true.
I love that. Please.
Oh man,
Honestly,
I need to
Kerchak
see
might
this.
take the bracket.
Kerchak is one of the front
Nala's
runners.
also in this still, so I think
Nala's also here. Yeah, Mufasa's here.
Kerchak
So-
wins, dude.
Okay. Next up, Perdita versus Boo. I think Perdita, unfortunately, mauls a child.
Rip that child to shreds.
And it's sad because, like, Perdita is the mother of many small children. But I do think, you know,
That one's not her child.
this one's not hers, yeah. Perdita. Tigger versus Esmeralda. Oh, God.
Esmeralda, that's for
I'd
sure.
say
Light Tigger on
Esmeralda,
fire.
No,
Yeah.
I don't know.
Again, like, if Tigger's a
is
stuffed
avoiding
animal...
the fight, Tigger is like running around. Esmeralda will catch Tigger and
But
destroy
bounce, Keynote. Sorry, David. I mean, all of you, listen. Got you mixed up. Bounce. Bounce is life, right? You can just bounce around Esmeralda. You ever see you play a block Tigger? He'll fucking bounce on your shit.
Mhm.
He'll bounce on your head.
Reaction commands? I don't know.
I don't know.
She has reaction commands.
Mm, yeah,
This is the game.
she could just block
Esmeralda
him.
is familiar with like escaping situations. She knows how to like pursue an enemy.
Yeah.
Yeah, thinking about it, I think Esmeralda takes it.
Yeah. Was I wrong to seed Tigger at 3? I was thinking he's a bouncy tiger man.
Tigger
But-
is like very good at
also
avoiding the fight. I think.
She...
Yeah.
I just feel like, yeah, like if Tigger, you think of Tigger in the movies, like he's fucking bouncing around his house or Owl's house or whatever. Like he
Yeah,
could just
he's,
like
like, breaking
bounce.
shit.
Like I lean towards Tigger against Esmeralda, but I don't know.
I'm for Esmeralda, I think.
Is that where we're at,
I mean,
everybody?
you gotta think Esmeralda has like potions and like stuff to like make her like smoked up here, and she has like
Yeah.
daggers, and you know she can produce fire. She's
She
Kinda got
has
it all.
her. She has her stereotype powers.
Yeah.
She can say words that Tigger can't say.
Yes.
All right, Esmeralda. Yeah, honestly, when I was seeding the bracket, I kind of forgot that 100 Acre Wood characters are stuffed animals, so that ruins everything. Speaking of which, we have Owl versus Elizabeth Swan, but I don't think it matters if it's stuffed animal owl or real owl. Actually, is he a stuffed animal in the book, in the movies
think
or whatever?
Yeah.
I guess you could
Why
say they
wouldn't
all
he?
are, but some of them aren't. Because I feel like Pooh is obviously a stuffed animal, but I don't know if like an Eeyore is because there's like a nail in his ass. But I feel like the rest are like real animals. I feel like Barnabas would know that. Yeah, Barnabas says Owl is actually a real owl, but Elizabeth still wins.
Oh, Elizabeth.
this is actually very tough because
Really?
I would think maybe Owl like sits atop and thinks for a good day about how to beat Elizabeth Swan. If it's
And
down to
Elizabeth
like a
starved to
fight,
death.
you know,
Yeah.
then Swan wins. But Owl
is
is
so
thinking
funny
about
to
it, you
imagine.
know. Owl is gonna like find some. like,
Elizabeth
I don't know.
Swan literally survived on an island. Like, girl.
Owl with time to plan versus Elizabeth Swan.
Yeah.
No, it's Elizabeth, right?
It's still Elizabeth, yeah.
Yeah.
She was
Elizabeth
shooting.
has a gun. I guess so.
Yeah, she probably has a gun. Nala
gun.
versus Daisy. Put Nala through pretty easily, right?
Yes.
Yeah, Nala.
Yeah,
Nala
she would
picks
maul
it.
that duck.
Hate women
Yeah,
on women
Nala wins.
crime, but what can you do?
Yeah.
All right, the
Nala
Prince
wins.
versus Pumbaa.
This is more tough, actually.
It's definitely
Maybe Pumbaa
tougher.
takes this.
Yeah,
Does
like
he have the Sephiroth sword? No.
I think regardless if he has a Sephiroth sword or not, I feel like he
No, I
probably.
think
I mean,
he wins. Yeah.
I don't know. Pumbaa's a coward.
What Pumbaa will do is do a head-on attack, but that will expose him to the prince evading and like stabbing. So I
Yeah.
balance that.
I think we've seen more activity from Pumbaa in terms of like moving around a space. I feel like I'm gonna be more impressed by what Pumbaa has done in his body of work than the Prince.
Yeah.
The Prince doesn't even like fight Dragon Maleficent. You know, this is like Snow White Prince. He has no fight.
Yeah.
He just
Yeah.
kisses
Pumbaa will,
asleep
like,
people.
Pumbaa will fart, and then the prince will
Ooh.
not be able to.
Great pull,
interact
David.
With anything. Yeah.
I'm
thanks.
imagining this as
Anytime.
like a Smash move set. Like the Pumbaa farting is like his
Yeah,
down,
it's like Wario.
down special or whatever.
God.
For sure.
Freestorm says
I think
Warthog is
Pumbaa-
smaller than a Dalmatian, but I feel like a Warthog is more dangerous, is it not?
They're more aggressive, right?
Yeah. Oh man.
I think the
Actually,
prince is
yeah.
just like kind of thrown in the deep end. He doesn't know what to do.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Pumbaa might win actually.
All right, I'm going Pumbaa.
Yeah, that's fine.
Aerith versus Slightly and Cubby.
Aerith kicks their ass.
Aaron, for sure.
But KH Aerith? Like FF7 Aerith, yes, obviously. KH Aerith?
Didn't they talk about their adventures at some point? Am I misremembering that?
I mean, they said that they left their homeland at age 9 or whatever, or 9 years ago. I mean, we only ever see her Kier in KH2. That's the only thing we've ever seen her do.
Even if she was just like a normal woman, she would simply take over these small children. It's so
she would lead the
easy.
expedition to their graves.
Right.
All right, yeah, I'm fine.
And Cubby are the two from Neverland. The two lost boys.
If we're to assume that Aerith is like carrying over shit from FF7, we just haven't seen it, then yes, obviously Aerith wins.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, Mother Gothel versus Will Turner.
I think Will has a gun, so
yeah.
Will once again has
I
a
think
gun.
once again Will. I think even without the gun, he wins.
Once again, Will.
All right. Moving on. Other side, we got the bathtub versus Dr. Jumba. The 1 seed, the bathtub.
Once again, Will's gun up.
Can Jumba destroy a bathtub?
Yeah, I think so, right?
I agree. Why wouldn't? Yes, that's not a question.
Yeah.
Maybe. Well, no.
He has guns.
He has
Can
a
the
gun.
bathtub can the bathtub run into Jumba like over and over?
I don't. So. David, I still don't understand like the sentience of the bathtub. Like I don't know. Like, does it have?
All you have to do to beat the bathtub is crack it and break it. So the bathtub has its own. It's a mental, intellectual being.
Yeah.
You know. If the bathtub can run into Dr. Jumba over and over on the wall.
I don't think the bathtub can see.
Has like guns and stuff.
Yeah, I'm going Jumba.
Also has a film smarts too, so I'm gonna say Jumba.
True.
Yeah, Jumba's smart.
I guess Jumba, takes this.
He's a literal genius.
Cutler Beckett versus Geppetto. Now the Sephiroth music's playing.
I love this. This is actually a very close match.
Because like Cutler Beckett, you would assume has like some degree of military training, but he is just like a stuffy Englishman. But like I feel like he was probably like in the army, right?
Yeah.
Didn't you like kind of have to be
in the military?
Am I crazy for thinking of Geppetto as like an Assassin's Creed kind of?
Yes,
kind of figure?
you are. Yeah, because look at this. But look at this man. I'm still on the Disney wiki. It doesn't matter.
He's an expert at.
Look, you think this man is gonna defeat?
He's an expert. That's my hero right there.
Genuinely insane.
You guys know that guy, that thing from the Black Cauldron, Ruki or whatever he's called.
Gurgi.
What's his name?
Gurgi's the monkey
Geppetto,
from Pokemon.
Geppetto is just fucking human Gurgi.
Human Gurgi.
You're right. You're absolutely right. Same mustache. No. I was always gonna pick Cutler Beckett. He's younger. He probably has military experience, and Geppetto is an old man.
Okay, Geppetto has a wood carving knife. Cutler Beckett has a sword. Okay.
His name is Cut. He has Cut in his name.
His name is Cut.
He's fucked. Sid versus Bell. It's Sid.
Come on.
Bell wins.
It's not Bell.
The Belbo.
Yeah, Belbo.
Sid has like wrenches, maybe.
I think.
If we're gonna.
Sid is not
but if we're gonna afford Aerith it's like FF7, she has a staff and magic, then you would have to give all that to Sid as well. I thought we were. That's what I was assuming that.
I was assuming Aerith was
Sid's a feminist, he'd surrender.
Just a woman, and she was just kicking children asses.
I mean, how old is Sid? I know we talked about the age of Frollo.
30.
I just think...
30, I think.
30, yes.
I think, Sid's not... He's not flimsy. He's not built. He's, in between, right? I just think physically Sid is stronger than Bell.
I think you're probably right. I think Sid takes this. I don't know if Bell really... Bell can, elbow him, but Sid will just,
Yeah.
shut it down.
I mean, yeah, in terms of KH, Bell has done more. Bell has the Bellow Bow, and Sid has never been in combat. But, I think we could assume reasonably that Sid could defeat Bell, or be able to throw an elbow. I think Sid's elbow would hurt more to Zoldan's gut than Bell's would. That's just my line of logic. Rai versus Kala. Kala. Okay.
That's a line. That's a whole ass line right there.
Mm-hmm.
That's a mom.
Kala's a gorilla. Nala's a lion.
No.
They'll meet up. They'll meet
It's
up.
gonna come down to Kerchak.
It's a whole ass gorilla.
Yeah, will Kerchak have to fight his wife?
Oh.
God, would that be funny or so sad if the final two is Kerchak versus Kala? The crocodile versus the peddler. We go the crocodile.
Crocodile.
For sure. Yeah.
Huey, Dewey, and Louie versus Prince Charming.
Huey, Dewey, Louie.
Yeah.
Simple.
Yeah, HDL.
I feel like Prince Charming has a little bit more edge to him than like the prince from Snow White, even though he doesn't have a dagger. I guess because he's like a 6-foot human man.
Yeah.
Once you really look at all the characters available, that gives you a pretty good leg up on things. But yeah, we'll go with the triplets.
Yeah,
He is a nepo baby. That's true.
That took me an hour, by the way.
All right, we got Ling versus Jane.
Army.
But
Army versus
he's kind
British.
Of a bumbling, yeah, he's kind of a bumbling army guy.
Yeah.
Jane, like, actively in the field,
Yeah,
I
Ling is the
still
least
think he
capable.
wins.
Yeah. Ling's got a sword. Jane has no sword.
Jane is
Yeah.
survival mode in the forest,
Yeah.
But she's not in the forest. She's in the Keyblade graveyard. She has no experience.
That's
That's
true.
She has that
There's no
experience,
surfing.
though.
What experience? There's no jungle.
I think it's Ling.
Yeah.
I think go Ling.
I'm gonna say
Sorry,
Ling.
David.
Oh, man. No way.
Pooh versus Yao. Yao.
No,
Which means Yao and
Yeah,
Ling get the
Yao.
fight. That's exciting.
sorry, Pooh.
Sorry, Pooh. Oh, bother. Mufasa versus Clarabelle Cow. We'll go Mufasa.
Yeah. Eating
Grumpy-
a cow, that's normal.
Versus Maximus.
Horse.
Maximus.
Yeah, it's Maximus.
Good,
Yeah.
right in the
Easy
face.
Maximus.
Right in the face. Sam Flynn versus Olette. We did say that once we got here, it was obviously going to be Sam Flynn.
Sam Flynn.
Sam
Yeah.
Flynn,
I'm
yeah.
sorry. Okay,
If
everyone?
this had been against Rabbit, I think Rabbit would have a shot.
Yeah. I apologize. Alright, Pluto versus Turk. That's Turk, right?
Yeah. Gorilla.
Waiting for David to cook something up.
No, yeah.
Let me think. Like,
Let me
alright.
think of any way Pluto can win this.
Remy versus Neku.
Remy, for sure.
Remy,
I-
takes it.
Remy.
Yeah, I mean,
For sure.
I know this is gonna. Yeah, he has a lot of hair. It's gonna seem like a
Neku
joke.
Is like dependent on his headphones. Yes.
That's true.
Yes, Remy takes the headphones off. Neku is incapacitated.
And
Remy wins.
Remy is just gonna reach Neku before he can do anything about it.
Yeah.
He's got
Okay.
such protagonist hair. It's
Yeah.
so easy.
I'll give you that.
Anime is your downfall.
Rhyme versus the Blue Fairy. It's the Blue Fairy, right?
Blue Fairy, according to the previous rules.
According to the wiki, yeah. Okay.
so.
Sorry, Rhyme. I know you might be like a god in Tui or whatever, but not here. Kristoff versus Randall.
Randall.
Here's the
Yeah,
thing, like,
I think
doesn't Randall
wins.
get the shit beaten out of him in not only the movie but off screen in KH3 as well?
Oh,
it's
that's
by
true.
like two Alabaman humans.
Yeah.
So are people from Alabama stronger than people from where? Iceland?
I mean, generally.
Sweden.
yes.
It's tough.
That's two of them though. That's
This is-
Denmark?
two Alabama that's a whole sibling couple. Kristoff is just one person.
Yeah.
Kristoff
feel
is
like-
a softie.
I mean, Kristoff has the weight and the strength over Randall, but Randall is more
Yeah.
slippery and agile.
Oh, I guess
Randall
they could.
will disappear.
Oh yeah, they could
Yeah,
be
Randall can do
Floridian
that,
or
yeah.
Louisianian, so they might not be a sibling couple.
I feel like Randall just blends in with the Keyblade Graveyard floor, and that's it.
Yeah.
Okay.
All Randall has to do is like wrap around Kristoff's neck. I think.
Yeah.
This is Randall's win.
All right, another Frozen character. We got Sven versus Qianpo. Qianpo, right?
Fan is a reindeer. Could
That's a whole moose.
that's a whole reindeer.
That's a whole reindeer.
It's a whole reindeer, but like Qianpo is a large man. He is
That's true.
military trained,
Yeah, it's true.
but he is, like Ali said, he's kind of a pushover.
He's kind of bumbling. Yeah.
Yeah. But don't they all get trained up like through the montage? Aren't they all like kind of good by the end of it, or no?
I'm assuming this is like post make a man out of you.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, I like end of movie Qianpo versus Sven. Sven is like a beast, you know.
He is a beast. I mean, I don't know.
Sven,
Would a reindeer defeat a large man with a sword?
he's got the horns, right? Let's see.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it could go either way, honestly.
Is this poll
I
time?
think s- I think Sven can take this.
I'm gonna put this
I
one to
think
a
Sven
poll.
is quicker and more active at like doing damage.
I'm gonna say big Mulan soldier. Big Mulan guy in the parenthetical. I could really go either way on it. I need to be swayed by the chat.
Yeah, let's give the chat some of our meat.
Frutoon says Qianpo almost single-handedly lifts Mulan and Shang and her horse from falling off a cliff. So he's very strong.
It's a strong bull.
Oh wow. Okay.
Got big cartoon strength. It's very close in the poll.
If we consider super strength,
Yeah,
maybe
it's like
Qianpo.
it's dead even right now.
Oh
But
god.
like realistically, a real reindeer with horns can probably destroy Qianpo.
Yeah, probably, right? I mean, I don't know. I have no concept of how strong things are. Like a reindeer that's pissed off at you, charging at you, but you have like a sword and you're a big guy.
Yeah.
You probably lose, right? Yeah, you have a sword, you might get a hit in, but it
I
just
mean,
has so much.
They're both expecting it. Like, neither of
Right.
them has like the awareness or the element of surprise, right?
Yeah.
So I feel like both of them would like brace, and I feel like Qianpo would take it.
Well, he won, so we're going with that. He won the poll.
Woo!
That was 17-10. Okay, I'm gonna skip Bald Mountain before anyone in the chat says nuts, because I remembered on my own. Gardondo no Buyo time. Okay. We are now in... What are we in now? The Sweet 16? Have we made it? No, we're in the round of... No, we're in the round of 32. Never mind.
What the fuck? Why are we
Round of
doing
32. Okay. But that's exciting. 32. Alright, Elsa versus Quasimodo. That's Elsa, right? She has ice powers.
that? Yeah, ice powers.
Yeah. If
Yeah.
Quasimodo is able to close the distance quickly enough, there's something there, but I don't think...
Yeah, but Elsa has the range. So
Yeah,
she-
Elsa's got
Yeah.
range. Alright, Beat versus Korra.
Korra.
Korra,
Yeah,
for
yeah.
sure.
Yeah. Korra for sure.
Beat is a small child.
Yeah. I don't care if he turns into fucking God at the end. Doesn't matter. Merlin versus Prince Eric. Merlin.
Merlin.
Merlin. Yeah, Merlin.
Also
Merlin turns Prince Eric into
outranged.
a rat. Yeah.
Ooh, Silver Jackler says that Neku could have outmaneuvered Remy with flow motion.
There's no chance.
But then, like, what does he do? Like, yeah, I can get out of the way, but, like, how does Neku fight in Cage? That's a good point, though. But then again, we're in the Keyblade Graveyard. There's not a ton to do.
Yeah,
You
there's
can't, like,
nothing to slow
there's no
motion on,
light
but
poles. There's, like, big rocks. Maybe you could, like,
two
infinite
rocks
cheese.
that are far away from spawning point.
Yeah, you can infinite cheese wall climb with flow motion, but I don't know.
I mean, if the combat is like in Traverse Town, then Remy like just hides in a corner and then
Yeah.
takes Neku by surprise.
Yeah.
But if it's
Yeah.
Keyblade Graveyard, it's a little different, and you can't really slow mo around there too much.
So I think either way it's Remy.
No G-meters allowed, Ribbonfly. No allies. Alright,
Yeah.
Kanga versus Phoebus. That's Phoebus.
Phoebus.
Yeah,
armor.
Phoebus takes that. I think.
Kerchak
yeah,
versus
the armored
Perdita.
Phoebus.
Kerchak defeats...
Kerchak.
Yeah,
Kerchak for
that's
sure.
so sad. God, Kerchak's so good. He's so good, dude.
Overpowered.
Alright. Esmeralda versus Elizabeth Swan.
No,
Elizabeth,
they're
right?
fighting.
Yeah, sorry, girl power
You
rules.
think?
Yeah.
Girl
You
power.
think? No, listen. I think
Absolutely, she's the king of the
Esmeralda's
pirates. No,
choice.
she
But
doesn't.
Esmeralda is
She has no combat
so good.
training. I'm not like Elizabeth Swan was like thrust into having to fight, but like Esmeralda's never like been in hand to hand or like sword to sword combat with anybody. And also hoist the colors.
Hoist the colors.
Elizabeth has a buff of hoisting.
Elizabeth has the combat.
Elizabeth! Yeah, it's
I
Elizabeth.
don't
I'm
know.
sorry. I'm sorry, but it is. Esmeralda's she's gonna put up a fight, but like I think Elizabeth wins. Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna say Elizabeth. I don't know what to...
Nala versus Pumbaa, they met up here.
Wait a
Uh,
minute,
sure.
I recognize this matchup.
Yeah, this is kind of
Nala
low-key canon, yeah.
Yeah, that's not.
Nala could have very well eaten Timon and Pumbaa on the spot.
wins. Oh no! Oh
Aerith,
no!
ooh,
The
Aerith
next
versus Will Turner.
one, Will Turner.
Mm.
That's so tough. I mean, okay, FF7 Aerith wins
Yeah.
against Will,
Oh, 100% KH
Yeah,
Aerith.
yeah.
though.
but Will has a gun.
Will has gun.
It doesn't take a gun to kill Aerith. We know this. I'm not talking about Rebirth. I don't know what happens in Rebirth. Just talking about OG FF7. Aerith is weak to sword, which Will also has. Okay, so what do we do? What do we do here, folks? I don't know.
Okay, yeah, she has
Do you
Kiraga.
think? Do you think
just
Aerith
totally
can like do
ridiculous
range stuff? She'll just stay at range for the whole time. And
I
Will
mean,
just,
in
like, will waste the
FF7, like
shot.
any character can have any magic, right? With the materia, or am I wrong?
Yeah, no, you're right.
So it depends on how much FF7 want to bring into it. I
To be honest,
lean.
in KH, like
Yeah.
Aerith is kind of a. She's just like a.
She's
lady,
purely
and
support.
Will
Yeah.
is like actually fighting pirates.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
I
guess
think it's
Will's
Will.
for me.
So,
We're going
who
Will.
has a gun?
Yeah.
Well, I'm saying well, unfortunately.
If this is KH, yeah, Will wins.
If it's KH Will versus KH Aerith, then yes, Will wins.
Yeah.
Okay. Right, and if Aerith, we only see her cure in KH2, and in KH2, if you cure, you lose all your MP. Thank you, Isosceles. So,
True.
there you go. All right, back over to this side. We're cruising now. We're making good time.
This is a fun one.
We got Dr. Jumba versus Cutler Beckett.
Beckett sucks, dude. Dr. Jumba takes
Yeah,
it
I
for
think
sure.
at this point it's Jumba, right?
Fuck
Beckett
Beckett.
blows.
I think I probably seated Jumba too low.
It's just good business.
Jumba's
It's just good
awesome.
business. It's just good
Jumba's so
science.
good.
All right. Jumbeweep. Everyone in chat wants Jumba. All right, Sid versus Kala.
A gorilla versus a man.
Yeah, it's Kala.
It's Kala, yeah.
Yeah,
Yep.
Kala takes it.
Okay. We got the Crocodile versus Huey, Dewey, and Louie. I think that's where
Crocodile-
the trio ends, right?
Yeah. If it was DuckTales them, then I would consider it, but
Yeah.
like Kingdom Hearts them,
No.
Yeah.
sorry.
They
Crocodile
are
is literally
mere
Duck.
entrepreneurs.
Yeah, the
That's
crocodile
thing.
is
That's sad.
taking this.
All right.
Ooh.
Ling
This is
versus
fun.
Yao.
Okay.
It's Yao, right? Yao
Yao,
has
yeah.
the height disadvantage, but he's got to be
He's
more
a
competent.
scrappier.
Yeah. We feel good about that, everybody.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. Want some more?
Yeah, okay.
You want
Mufasa
some
versus
more?
Maximus.
Oh, this is good.
It's Mufasa.
Yeah.
Easy.
Lion.
What is a
Lion
horse
versus
if not an antelope? But slower, right? Aren't antelopes
Something like
faster?
Sure,
Yeah.
you can say that.
Mufasa canonically has referenced killing antelopes or gazelle or whatever. So, if Mufasa can do that, he can kill a horse. Sam Flynn versus Turk.
Ooh, that's hard.
Baby
This is-
Gorilla versus Sam Flynn.
Yeah, I
Sam Flynn is
kinda feel
very
like-
agile.
Yeah, I feel like Sam Flynn will take this.
I lean
Turk is-
Turk.
They're also
Turk-
in the Keyblade graveyard, so just, Turk can't swing on nothing.
Yeah, but like it's still. I know we're saying like she's not a fully grown gorilla, but she's still like an adolescent gorilla.
Right. I mean, if Turk is close, then Turk will put on the hurt to Sam Flynn.
But Sam has
Sam's
range.
got,
He has the disc.
Yes, yes. And the cunning, you know? He can
Yeah.
plan stuff. Turk, it kind of feels like...
I hate
just kinda
how far
go
Sam
on.
Flynn has gone. How has Sam Flynn made it to the 32 and potentially 16? It's old Turk as we see Turk in KH1. Is the disc really that good? I haven't seen the Tron movies.
They're very good at hitting targets.
It
Yeah.
one hit KOs anything. I
Is
think.
it sharp?
Pretty
Is
much.
it blunt?
No, it's just lasery. It's like a
Yeah.
lightsaber.
Okay, I lean Turk. Other people in the call? What do
I
you lean?
lean Sam Flynn. I think Sam can do this.
Oh gosh.
I can't choose. I can't imagine.
I could
how
put it
Let's
to I
give
could
it-
put it to chat.
Let's give
Give
the
it to the
chat.
chat.
Let's give the chat some meat.
It
Yeah.
seems like the chat wants Turk to go through, just based on the chatter, but I will put it to a poll.
Like
If you miss,
if we're-
oh, Allie says a good thing. If you miss with that disc, a gorilla could kill you real fast.
That's true.
But
You have to be
cons-
really sure you're
consider
gonna hit.
the disc
Oh.
is like kind of like a boomerang, though. It will come back to you.
Yeah. I gotta get a new OST going. Oh, actually, I can get some Days music in here.
Oh, I'm missing the days.
Well, first Lord of the Castle. Okay, poll is leaning pretty heavily towards Turk there.
Yeah, that's fine.
All right, we got Remy versus the Blue Fairy.
Oh, this is actually a little difficult.
That's interesting. The Blue Fairy has hair.
Blue Fairy's hair,
No.
but also magic.
The only
Yeah.
thing I'm
She's in
considering is like,
Mario.
is Blue Fairy floating? Can Remy get to her?
Ooh, she can and does float.
She has wings.
I
Yeah.
don't know if Remy can get to her.
Oh.
If he can't, then the Blue Fairy wins, which
Yeah.
is really sad.
It is really
Yeah.
sad. That's a shit
I think
matchup
she'll
for
know that.
Remy.
Yeah. I didn't think anything was gonna kill Remy until we got to a bold thing.
Yeah.
which we didn't have a lot of here.
No.
I think we're relying on Yao to kill it, but yeah, I think
If Remy
very
controls
right.
her, then Remy wins this. But if it's like Keyblade Graveyard,
Yeah.
I
If
think
Blue
she
Fairy's
flies
floating
and-
in the air, yeah.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
That's so sad.
That's so sad. Blue Fairy
Rest in
wins.
Remy,
peace, Remy.
hell of a run for Remy making it to 32.
That's
Fan
That I did
favorite.
not I did not expect Remy to be in round of 32. So, all right, Randall versus Qianpo.
Remy in peace.
We had Randall beat Kristoff. Qianpo is just bigger Kristoff.
right. Yeah, I think Randall takes
You
it.
think size would make the difference?
I mean,
Randall
is
disappears
Qianpo?
and Qianpo is like confused about where he is, and then
Yeah.
Randall takes him from behind.
Yeah, I think Randall wins. All right, that is round of 32. We're down to Sweet 16. Let's see. First matchup is Elsa versus Korra.
This is like one of those fights you would see in like Monty Ohm anime.
Yeah, this is tough.
This is like dead fantasy shit.
I think it's Elsa, right? I mean, Korra's got
Yeah.
like ninja agility, but she doesn't have like
But
superhuman
Elsa can
abilities, does she?
Keep her surrounded. Yeah, Elsa's constantly putting up like
Could
barriers.
she
and
stop
stuff.
the disc?
Yeah, I think
Yes.
easily.
Yeah.
Pull up like a
She
Oh,
puts
snow
up an
ice
wall.
wall.
A wall. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
You're right. Okay.
All
yep,
right.
Elsa.
Next is Merlin versus Phoebus. Ooh,
Merlin.
you know what I just realized? I'm such an idiot because I said up top that no characters from the first battle bracket would be permitted into this, and Merlin was in the first one that I did with Kiwi. He lost to like Syx, I think. So
Oh.
my bad. My bad on having Merlin in here. He shouldn't be in
Think it's
here.
Too late. You want to quick go through the Merlin seed?
I mean, who do we sub out?
Felix.
The CDA agent from Monstropolis.
CDA. Okay, that works.
All right. Okay. So Merlin has been discontinued. Merlin never
Oh my
won any
God.
of these.
Oh my god.
What's happening?
Because I'm an idiot. I broke my own rules. So from the start, it was the CDA agent versus the Green Army men. CDA agent won,
Yep.
but then he lost to the Chesh Cat, right?
That's
Yeah.
true. That's true. Yeah.
And then
So we're changing history.
And then what? Prince versus Cheshire.
Cheshire Cat wins.
God, wait, what did Chesh lose to? Oh, he lost to Merlin. Okay.
Yeah. It's
The
very
Chesh-
hard to beat Merlin.
The Chesh
But Cheshire
beats
Cat
Eric.
wins against Prince Eric. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Eric is not smart enough to stand the test of
Yeah.
mental fortitude. The Cheshire Cat will put him under.
Now, do you
For
think
some reason,
Chesh
I
could
can't.
win against Phoebus? Because that's where we're at now, by the way.
That's
Ooh.
Well, Phoebus is not the brightest bulb in the batch. I think
He's not.
dumb though. He's not
He's
like
not
an
dumb.
idiot.
That's true. He's not dumb. But
That's the
I
thing,
think
like,
Cheshire Cat
we come
can-
back to, like, the offensive abilities of the Chesh, which is what Almost Sorbert's bringing up. Like, what can he even do?
Yeah.
And, like, is he, like, tangible? The Chesh? Because, like, remember when they first meet, when Chesh meets SDG and KH1? Like, they're just standing right next to him. Like, if one of them had a sword and they, like, hit Chesh from that distance, like,
Yeah.
would
So
he
if-
bleed?
If Cheshire Cat is not concentrating, then he will be.
He'll be
like,
tangible.
Yeah. he'll be
Yeah,
tangible.
yeah.
It's tough.
I think he mind freaks. What's his
Phoebus?
name? Prince Eric.
Yeah, Eric we've already dealt with. Now we're on Phoebus.
Oh, Phoebus.
I mean, Phoebus
Yeah,
is
yeah,
not that
for sure.
much stronger than Eric.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Here's what I'm thinking though, like, and maybe this won't come into play until next round, but we're in flat Keyblade Graveyard. He has nowhere to quote unquote teleport to. It's flat land.
Right. Yeah.
Well, what he does is he teleports behind the guy,
Mm.
and
Oh,
then
right,
continues
yeah.
to put him in like a mental stupor.
I guess I'll
That's
bring that up
what
next
happens.
round because I'm looking at the next matchup. So yeah. I think Cheshire we can put Chesh through.
Chesh is he's just like another Merlin though. Like now he's also way too strong. Like we swapped out Merlin and now we have this new monster to deal with.
Chesh will lose next round.
All right, we'll see. Chesh goes through. Next up, Kerchak versus Elizabeth Swan. Kerchak. Sorry, Liz. Bye.
King of the Pirates, not King of the Monkeys.
Yeah,
Really
if it comes
sad.
out of Kerchak
Yeah.
and Cheshire Cat.
Cheshire Cat, that'd be hilarious.
Nala versus Will Turner. That's
Sorry,
Nala now.
Will.
Yeah.
Sorry, Will.
We just ended up with like jungle animals in the Elite Eight.
Versus pirate characters, yeah.
All right, next we have on the other side it is Dr. Jumba versus Kala. So Kala wins that.
No, no.
Really?
Jumbo wins this.
Really?
Jumbo's got guns. Jumbo's got
Not in
alien
KH.
guns.
Like I know we've talked about the guns already, but like in
And
KH
Jumba
he's
is, like,
gunless.
4 times bigger than Are you?
I don't
Does he
think
not
I
have
don't.
it on his... Oh no, he's in his prison clothes the whole game,
Jumba's
isn't
so
he?
big. He's so big.
Right. Shit, I forgot about that.
I think
one.
if I had a gun
Kala?
and a gorilla was charging at me, I could get a shot up on the gorilla, but the gorilla's like unless I get like a perfect headshot, I think the gorilla's gonna like bear that and keep going.
I need you to look up what Kala looks like and how small Kala is.
Okay, she is smaller than Kerchak, but she's still like a
Gorilla,
fully grown
yes.
gorilla.
Yes, I agree. But
Yeah.
Jumba is humongous.
Is he though? Like he's
He
you,
is.
you see him next to like other characters from the movie. Like I feel like he's
I
not
think
that
Jumba
much
could
bigger.
Take so many hits by Kala and then not even be phased.
This feels so wrong to me to have Jumba beat Kala. But I lean Kala. Where do you three lean?
Y'all are gonna hate me. This is gonna be the new Christmas thing. I lead Jumpa.
God,
I lead Jumba.
too. Yeah.
I have no choice, chat. I wanted it to be Kala.
Give it to the chat. See what they vote for.
We'll see, but they've already been overruled.
It
seems- Maybe they want Jumba too.
They want
Alright.
Gorilla
Both of them
Sweep,
stay
but
jump.
like we've already got
Both of
Kerchak
them.
destroying everything on the left hand side.
Who wins in a fight? Dr. Jumba, Kala. I'm gonna put in parentheses Gorilla, just so we know what we're dealing with.
Look up Jumba. He's humongous.
I know he's like. I don't
He's
think of him as like
enormous.
gargantuan. He's just like hefty to me. Like I don't see him as like he's big. He's not strong. IMO.
Think about how smart he is too. Like God, he invented
He's
a
a
species.
smart gorilla.
He invented a whole animal.
Bye, Geppetto. Like here's Jumba. Here he is. He's in prison. Kala's never been to jail. Perfect record.
Yeah, so he's got prison experience.
I
He's
guess
got
the chat.
prison combat experience.
The chat out. You're right. That's a good point. He's probably had to fight so many aliens in prison.
Prison is a buff. Prison is a
All right, prison's a buff, and Jumba overwhelmingly defeats Kala in the poll. So I guess I'm the weird one. All right, I'm thinking of an actual real life gorilla, but I don't have anything to compare that to on the Jumba side because there is no fucking. How many eyes does this thing have? 4.
Yeah.
All right, the crocodile versus Yao. It's the crocodile.
That's, crocodile.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Then we have Mufasa versus Turk. That's
Oh,
Mufasa.
Mufasa. Yeah, Mufasa takes
Oh,
it.
Turk. Yeah. I was thinking, Daddy Gorilla.
All right, he's on the other side.
Yeah.
Blue
No.
Fairy versus Randall. I mean, that's the Blue Fairy.
Blue
That's
Fairy.
the
Yeah.
fairy, I
Okay.
think. Yeah.
All right, we're down to the Elite 8.
All right.
We have Elsa versus Chesh.
Elsa, she will freeze the floor, and he's fucked.
You think?
Yeah, I mean,
No, Cheshire Cat is floating and intangible.
he's not always floating. Like he is like on surfaces
And
at times.
Elsa is constantly dealing with trauma. I think the Cheshire Cat could exploit that.
Oh god, gaslight Elsa.
Yes, absolutely.
I do tend to think that like Elsa would be able to like range attack Chesh and freeze him. Like yeah, like he can like
Yeah,
dematerialize or
okay.
whatever, but like it takes a little bit, doesn't it?
I really think that Cheshire Cat has a way to fight this.
Chesh sends
I think
Elsa into a
Elsa just
panic
being
attack.
so mentally like sort of, she's
She
dealt
is
with a lot.
malleable.
and I think Cheshire Cat can.
Chesh is an
hurt
eldritch
her.
abomination. Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
god.
This
Can
is-
you
I
freeze
think you could
Chesh?
I think you could freeze Chesh.
If
I-
it was
I
against
think you can.
Anna, Anna wins against the Cheshire Cat. But if
What?
against Elsa,
What?
Cheshire
Anna
Cat
can't
would
shoot ice out of her fucking palms, David! She's just a ginger!
she's
That's
just
it!
really she's like solid. She's like mentally solid. She's like she will
She's
not
solid
be-
as a block of ice.
Yeah, she will not be like incapacitated by Cheshire Cat.
We shouldn't have put Shesh in. I was such a fool to put Shesh in the bracket. Alright, I guess I'm convinced? I don't know.
I'm on Team Elsa.
Okay,
I lean towards Elsa still as well. But
let's vote.
what's
But
Kino?
this is also funnier.
Kino, what do you think?
Sorry, I zoned out.
No, you're good.
Elsa
It's been a while.
versus who?
Cheshire Cat.
Elsa
Oh,
versus Cheshire Cat.
fuck. I think I give it to. I don't want to say this, but I think I give it to the cat.
Oh
my
God.
Yeah,
Cat, I want
sorry.
you to know that I'm in here with the trenches with you. So
I think it goes to a poll then,
yeah,
Yeah,
go
because
for it.
we're tied. All right,
This is
who
tough.
wins in a
This
fight?
is really tough.
It's tough. Chesh is a real wild card, and he wouldn't be here if I didn't. If I forgot about the Merlin thing. Cheshire Cat, Elsa.
And
You
against
hang in there,
Merlin,
Keynote. We're headed for the home stretch.
Who wins against Elsa and Merlin?
I would tend to think Elsa.
Elsa is more mentally stable. Than Merlin.
I would think, yeah, maybe Elsa wins against Merlin. But against
Elsa
Cheshire
is.
Cat,
Oh, it's
there's a
really
difference
close.
here.
It's a 1 vote difference right now between Chesh and Elsa.
Are you kidding me? See, okay,
love
so we're
this.
validated
I love
in
this.
our.
This is the truest of ties, except Elsa is winning by
wait,
1 vote.
Are we supposed to be voting in these polls?
I haven't been.
Well,
This happened
Well,
during the Christmas bracket, Shane, 2 years ago.
I don't think
it's been
makes that
2
much
years.
difference.
I've had time to forget it. I didn't.
Oh
I
my
didn't know it. I was
God.
just
Oh,
asking.
okay.
This evenly split.
Elsa's is one
One
ahead now.
vote, One vote.
Now
Oh,
it's
no, they're
completely
tied.
tied.
This
Who
is
breaks the
awesome.
tie if the 4 of us and the
Again. We
chat
need to
can't
call
agree?
PJ. Ugh.
He's probably home by
Yes.
now, right?
We could try giving him a call.
We would have to like we're already in the group chat. How do we get him?
We just ping. I could just ping him.
Yeah, it's dead even again. It's been
They're
moving.
Oh,
doing this on
fuck me.
purpose. Jesus.
Listen, I don't know what to tell you. That's how democracy works. Elsa is 1 ahead. It's
This is
gripping,
insane.
gripping television, folks.
So I will say, like, every time it's been tied, Elsa will take the advantage for a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now it's
So
tied
maybe
again.
Elsa
Yeah,
is
Chesh has not
ahead.
been ahead. Elsa
true.
always is always ahead.
I'm really voting Cheshire Cat, but I will concede the point if Elsa takes the win.
It's still dead even with like 10 seconds left. Chesh pulls ahead by 1.
Chesh pulled ahead.
go.
What the hell
Let's
is
go.
happening?
Let's go, dude.
It's 17 to 16.
Oh, that's tied again.
It's tied
Oh my
again
God.
with like 3 seconds left. 1, 2, 3.
I'm
This
so
is
tempted to
insane.
vote.
Come
Are you kidding me?
Complete dead tie.
Okay, we gotta get PJ.
Let's see if we can get PJ on the line.
All
Because
PJ.
this bracket hasn't been long enough. We got it. We're in the Elite 8. Let's see if we can get him.
The most incredible thing. I
PJ,
think
we
you should
need
tweet
you.
this.
I probably should. Oh God. I mean, should we
Gotta
just
be
should we go look at a different matchup while we
Let's
wait?
go look at yeah. Let's keep
All
this
right.
moving.
So we have Kerchak versus Nala. I think a gorilla beats a lion, right?
Kerchak, for sure.
Gorillas are so strong.
Lion versus I don't know.
Nala will do an
Okay.
attack, and then Kerchak will take Nala and destroy
Okay.
it.
Yeah, it's over. All right, Kerchak. That's it for that side until we figure out what's happening with Elsa and Chesh. And then we have Dr. Jumba versus the crocodile. It's the crocodile, right?
Wait, who is this?
The crocodile versus Dr. Jumba?
Oh man.
Oh,
Jumba
PJ's
is, again, so big.
Yeah, but the crocodile is a crocodile, David. He's got crocodile teeth.
And the crocodile even fit his mouth around Jumba's like leg, even.
Yeah, of course he can.
I don't think so.
I mean, they're big, but the crocodile's mouth can probably expand. Jumba could snap the crocodile. Did you watch a different version of Lilo and Stitch? Where Jumba was like fucking Schwarzenegger? He doesn't though. In KH, he doesn't have any guns. Like he has a gun in the movie.
Yeah.
I think Jumba has done like an assessment on the crocodiles of Earth and like understands their weaknesses.
We can't get PJ to call in because we forgot that he is on an airplane. But we can get his opinion through text.
I've messaged him. I said who would win Elsa or Cheshire Cat. So we'll see if he decides to.
Ooh, should I call regular
PJ
GF? I could call my girlfriend.
Well, that's a good idea.
we could call regular GF here.
All right. really
let
fun.
me see. This time I won't dox her by showing her caller ID on the screen.
Good call. Okay.
All right, I'm gonna call her right now on my phone.
Yeah.
She might be don't know what she'd be doing right now.
It would be very funny.
Hey, so I'm on stream and we need you to break a tie. All right. So who would win in a fight, Elsa or the Cheshire Cat?
I'm so interested.
Are you okay with your voice being on stream right now?
Oh yeah.
Okay, one sec.
Just be careful.
Yeah, I'm not gonna tilt the phone the wrong way. Okay, so we're in the Keyblade Graveyard. That's where the battle takes place, right? So it's no man's land, flat landscape. It is Elsa, you know, woman who uses ice powers, versus Cheshire Cat from Wonderland, who is intangible, can get into people's heads. Who do you think? I'm tilting it again. Who do you think wins?
Oh, that's so tough. Like,
Right?
I didn't think about Cheshire, like, being able to, like, mess with her brain and all.
Yeah. But I don't think the Chesh is like a mentalist. He can like trick someone into like losing the fight. But they're saying the Cheshire Cat is immortal. Do you get the impression that the Cheshire Cat cannot die?
No, I don't think that's true.
Because I don't know why we're hyping him up so much. Like he's just a cat who happens to be able to teleport.
Is the Cheshire Cat immortal?
Yeah, I mean, teleportation doesn't equal
Right.
immunity to just everything, you know?
Right. I don't think he's like, oh, nothing can hurt me. Like he can teleport around, but doesn't mean, you know, if you're quick enough, you can get him.
No, my gut instinct was Elsa for sure.
That's where I went with it. But the chat, there was a poll. So basically, it was me and Shane said Elsa, Keynote and David said the Chesh, and then the chat was like an even 17 votes per each fighter.
Oh my god.
So we were trying to get PJ, and he's on a plane. So then we thought we'll
And
call.
now all the stakes are gonna be on me?
Yeah, I mean it's not the final match; it's the Elite Eight, but it's close.
Oh, okay. Okay. I mean, I don't think either of them are gonna beat out. I mean, I don't even know who's left. But
Yeah, I
assume
mean
they're
we
not
got
gonna
a
beat
lot of
out
jungle
anybody
animals.
else.
Yeah, there's like gorillas that are still left in the mix. So
The gorillas from like.
not the band.
jungle?
Yeah, yeah, the deep jungle gorillas.
What?
Yeah.
What?
Well, of course they made it far. They're fucking fully grown gorillas. So okay, so you're voting Elsa. That's final.
Yeah, that was my
Vote.
gut for sure.
Okay. All right.
Oh,
Thank you. I'll talk to you
Sorry
soon.
to disappoint.
No, you're good. We're almost done here, so I'll talk to you soon.
Let's
Okay,
go.
talk to you soon.
All right. Love you. Bye.
Bye bye.
Oh my
All
gosh,
right.
PJ's typing now.
Oh, PJ's type. What if
That's
PJ
really
brings it
funny.
to a tie again?
What if he goes Cheshire Cat and then we get another tie?
I
Do we-
forgot.
Do
Oh,
we
God.
consider that the Cheshire Cat summoned Trickmaster to fight Sora?
No, I think he just knew.
Are you kidding me?
PJ says Cheshire Cat can just wait Elsa out and teleport.
Hold on.
That's what I'm
I've
saying.
got. Let me ask another Disney expert I know.
KH guides.
Yeah, I'm gonna ask KH Guides.
All right.
This is incredible.
If my girlfriend finds out that Elsa lost in this round, she's gonna be like, "What the fuck did you call me for?" Then.
Okay.
Oh god, this is so dumb.
This is the best.
All right,
This is
see
what
if
it
you can
comes
get a
down
hold
to.
of guides.
Hold
While
on. Hold on.
wait, we haven't even decided on Jumbo versus a crocodile.
That's true. These are hard. These are really hard.
I think Crocodile wins.
Okay, I think Jumbo wins.
Oh my gosh.
What did the guides
Jesus
say?
Christ.
Did you get the guides?
Yep. He's streaming
And-
right now.
Okay. Okay. It's a stream
Let's raid
crossover
his
event.
stream and ask.
We'll rate him when we're done here.
I'm kidding.
He says. He says that the Cheshire Cat would wear Elsa down mentally.
Oh my
All right.
god.
We got a winner.
All right. Apologies to regular GF. But it looks like the council has decided in the fucking closest election of our lifetime. The Chesh goes into the final four. Now, okay, we were trying to figure out Crocodile versus Jumba. I'm Crocodile.
I'm Jumbo.
David's Jumba.
I'm Croc.
Okay, Chain.
What? Sorry.
Jumba and
Chain,
Croc.
are you Crocodile or Jumba?
Oh gosh, not again. Crocodile or Jumba?
Yeah.
It's a crocodile. Oh, here's the other thing we didn't consider this
Yeah.
before.
Yeah.
Crocodile is in the Keyblade graveyard. There's no water.
Yeah, but a crocodile on
you
land
know.
is still dangerous, right?
Like even human people can like wrestle crocodiles.
Oh, you're right.
But it's
And
a
Jumba's
goddamn
huge.
crocodile.
Yeah,
Jumba is a humongous ale.
David kind of convinced me with the whole wrestling crocodiles thing. Like, just dudes from Alabama do that shit.
Wait, does Jumba know how to wrestle a crocodile?
Jumba has been to jail for making.
I can't believe
aliens.
he's gonna be in the Jumba in the Final Four. What the fuck?
Okay, fine.
I guess, yeah, okay. Dr. Jumba
Let's go.
is a PhD in ass whooping, I guess.
That's right. That's absolutely right.
Mufasa versus the Blue Fairy.
Oh my god, these are so fun.
What do you do with that?
I think Blue Fairy still wins.
Probably, right?
Mufasa's
I mean,
dream is granted by Blue Fairy, which is to die. So I think Blue
is that how it worked? Please let me get run over by a stampede after being thrown off a cliff by my brother.
Please, God.
Mufasa has the wisdom, though, says Omosorbit. Is the Blue Fairy really going in the top 4? That's the problem with the Blue Fairy, is that it's like, you get these characters like her and Fgma and Merlin.
Well, so Blue Fairy is like flying 50 feet in the air. Like, how does
Yeah.
Mufasa get to her?
He's
Yeah.
just a lion, and she's a magical creature.
Yeah, I agree.
It
got
sucks,
you know,
but...
Blue Fairy
Oh,
and
Blue
Cheshire
Fairy
Cat.
got one.
No, that's a fun one.
Well,
Oh,
Merlin
God.
won against Cheshire Cat, so Blue Fairy's gonna win against Cheshire Cat. That's where I'm at. With that.
Alright, Final 4. It's Chesh versus Kerchak.
I think here's. I think Kerchak is too stupid to be fooled by the Cheshire Cat.
That is exactly right.
He's too
Kerchak
stupid
is
to be
not-
fooled?
No, not stupid, but like not susceptible
enough,
to,
yeah.
to Cheshire Cat's like manipulation. I think Kerchak easily wins this because he's got the mental fortitude of a boulder.
Really? But
Yes.
what happened to all this? Oh, he can teleport around and he can wear him down. Like, what happens to all that?
That's only effective for like intellectual beings, you know.
Oh,
and
okay.
Kerchak is not that. Kerchak is a raging.
Because I was more like accepting of the fact that Cheshire Cat would, I would think that Elsa would have a better shot against the Chesh than Kerchak. Because Elsa has magic powers and Kerchak is just a gorilla.
The only problem with Elsa is that she's been like lived through trauma. I
Right.
don't think Kerchak has lived through trauma.
I don't know where you guys are getting this Chesh lore that he's like fucking Killmonger from Jessica Jones or whatever. Is that his name? No, Killmonger is the Black Panther guy. What is the guy from what is the
I know
guy
what you're
from
talking about.
Is it's
Guy
like the
from
purple
what?
guy? The guy from
Doctor
Jessica
Who.
Jones?
I
Yeah,
know, I-
Killgrave. Thank you, Killgrave. Yeah, like Cheshire Cat is like the feline Killgrave. I ran out of music for this last bit here. Back to the Heavens time again. Should we put it to a vote again? I mean,
I think this is so easy for Kerchak, but you can put it to a vote if you're
like,
really-
how
I
does
think it's
Kerchak?
Kerchak.
How does Kerchak win, but Elsa loses to the Chesh because of the mental fortitude thing?
Yeah,
I just
Kerchak has the patience of a saint and also the strength of a literal gorilla because he's a
I
gorilla.
think
Yeah.
Kerchak has the advantage of not understanding language.
We're all. It's 3-1.
okay. All right. Doesn't matter what I say. It doesn't matter. Kerchak. Okay, he is our first finalist, and then on the other side, what fresh hell do we have to deal with here? Dr. Jumba versus the Blue Fairy. So, it's the Blue Fairy, right?
Yes.
Right. I don't care if he has a laser gun and shooter wings or whatever.
She also has a gun in her wand. That's,
Yeah.
Oh no. Oh no.
So what? It's Blue Fairy beats Kerchak then, right?
Blue Fairy versus Kerchak.
Do her powers affect animals?
I think so.
She can bring objects to life, and she can enchant
Yeah.
objects or people. I don't know.
Yeah, it said that she can
enchant
turn
animals.
objects into human. It didn't say anything about animals or the other way around. I don't think. But like again, she can fly and he can't. But
Chesh
can't she
versus
like?
Blue Fairy would be a fun match. Yeah. But
He can
Chess versus
toss
Blue Fairy is impossible.
things at her, maybe.
True. Maybe he can pick up some rocks. I'm just like trying to avoid a universe where the Blue Fairy wins the battle bracket.
Yeah.
I mean, it's March.
I
It
really
is
want
March, that's a good
Kerchak to
point.
Come back from the dead and win this.
But the thing is, we really should have gotten rid of Blue Fairy if we got rid of Fairy Godmother. Because the Blue Fairy's just Fairy Godmother without being able to go to the final world.
You know what? You're right on that. Let's redo this whole part of the bracket. We'll put in let's put in Sour Bill.
What do you say that none of us have a say in this, and the chat just votes on the winner?
You know what? I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
I'm totally fine with that. Who wins in a fight? Kerchak, the Blue Fairy.
I hope it's a tie again, and we have to sub Sour Bill.
I won't do it. I'll just decide. I will be the tiebreaker.
Sour Bill. Is that?
He's the green gumdrop from Wreck-It Ralph.
From
Wreck-It Ralph?
Yeah.
Oh. Who's the guy from Wreck-It Ralph 1? Turbo. What's his
Yeah.
Turbo
King Candy.
Turbo would be a fun matchup against.
Yeah, he's a weird one. But then again, there's he's Data. He's just a little video game pixel man.
Yeah, he loses to Boo.
Yeah. We'll do the Sultan then. That's pretty easy.
Blue Fairy is pretty overwhelmingly defeating Kerchak in this.
Okay, that makes sense.
So, it's Blue Fairy. Oh,
Hey,
Write it
I'm so
manually.
proud of how much Kerchak likes.
I'm really proud of
How
Kerchak for
good.
being final two.
How good
Kerchak put up
that was.
such a fucking fight. Like,
It was
it's
beautiful.
ridiculous.
Yeah, but how can you fight
Well,
a god? Honestly.
yeah.
So.
I was dumb to not to keep her in. The whole bracket's bunk. What can you do?
Let's start over.
There you have it, folks. We did it.
Close.
The non-combatant battle bracket.
Hey.
Thank you so much to David, Keynote, Shane, also PJ, regular GF, and KH Guides. Little did they know that they'd be a part of this to some capacity.
Guys has no idea that they were.
Yeah, true. He has no idea what this is. I guess we'll raid KH Guides because he's
cool.
still streaming, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
So thank you guys for joining. Anything to plug? Obviously, March Caprice coming up.
Yeah.
So look forward to that.
Caprice,
MarchCaprice.com.
we will have an announcement later this week, so be on the
Mhm.
lookout for that.
There you go. David, Keynote, anything from you guys?
No, March Caprice.
Not really.
All right, March Caprice. March Caprice coming up, and
Oh,
I'll be back tomorrow. Yes, Gorillas Split, Gorillas or KH quote tomorrow. If only we had Kerchak as the winner, we could have some real synergy there. And then I'll be playing FF7 Rebirth for the first time. I think I'm gonna turn off impressions and ask me anythings and all that. It's just gonna be kind of a more chill experience. I really want to sink into the game, so that's the plan. If you're into that, check it out tomorrow at 6. That'll be Thursday as well, or KH2 4%, depending on how we're feeling about Rebirth. But yeah, and there'll be more brackets later on in the month. Potentially, these guys might be back if they're down for it. We'll see in terms of guests, but I appreciate you guys jumping on again. And we're going to raid KH Guides. You know where to find me as well. I'm on Patreon, Twitter, Discord, all those. We're going to raid KH Guides, and we're going to say Chesh sweep. Actually, I guess Blue Fairy won, but Chesh did sweep
Just
into
sweep
the...
is fine, yeah.
Yeah, I like Chesh sweep.
Yeah.
Guess I'll understand. All right, raid KH Guides. Get that going. And get that started there. Okay. I'll kick to the outro. Be safe, be kind, be courteous. Stick around for KH Guides, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.